that ability. Their big girl for Bowling Green had 20-plus points and really hurt us in addition to those free throws. So Macy was a positive, though. Raven was a positive. The bad thing is Macy's hurt, and it will really limit our depth moving forward. So, we'll have to have more people step up, and there's plenty of people that can fit that bill. Taylor Harlow, I think, is one of the freshmen that's gotten some minutes and can be positive and moving forward for her to get on the floor a little bit.
Trojanettes are averaging 54.7 points a game and shooting 37% from the field, 25% on threes, 59.6% of the foul line, and averaging 27 rebounds a game. We've got more of our coverage on the Zaxby's pregame report coming up. We'll take a look at the area schedule. The starting lineups are straight ahead, and the tip-off. The Trojanettes and Lady Falcons here from Barren County High School on a Friday the 13th. Back with more in a moment here on 103.7 Nash Icon. There are several games around the area tonight, and some are already underway, of course, with this being about a 7:15 tip-off for the girls' game. So we will not be out of here until at least after 10 o'clock tonight, maybe toward 11 before we get both games in. But lots of doubleheaders tonight. Cumberland County at Allen County, Scottsville. Greene County's at Caverna. Edmondson County at Grayson. Hart's at LaRue. Franklin Simpson at Logan County. Lots of district doubleheaders. Clinton County's at Metcalf. Glasgow is at Russell County. And I got a score on that on the Coca-Cola scoreboard a little bit ago that Russell County was leading Glasgow with 3 minutes to go in the ball game, 45-42. So Glasgow behind by 3 in that game. Warren East is at South Warren. Campbellsville at Taylor County. A single girls game tonight. Russellville at Clarksville, Tennessee, West Creek. Bowling Green boys are taking on South Laurel at the Jackson County Classic. Marion County boys are at Adair County tonight. That's the area schedule brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. We'll have the starting lineups for you next, and they're brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For Monroe County, under third-year head coach Clifton Hamilton, 21-35 on the season. His assistant coaches are Lauren Turner and Sean Massengill. They'll start Paisley Ford, a 5'8 freshman that averages just over 12 points a game, 12.2 to be exact. Malia Maya is a 5'3 sophomore. She averages 9.6. Gracie Veach, a 5'9 sophomore. This is a young team. 7.6 points and 6.4 rebounds a game. Ramsey Bartley's a 5'5 junior, averaging just under 7 points a game and just over 4 rebounds. And the other starter is Brindley Hatcher, a 5'8 sophomore that averages just over 3.5 points a game for the Lady Falcons. For the Trojanettes, fourth-year head coach Piper Lindsay. Her assistant coaches Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5 eighth grader, who is averaging 3.7 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram's a 5'7 senior, averaging 15 points, 4 rebounds. Raven Ennis, a 5'9 sophomore, 11 points, 6.7 boards a game. Carly Delk, 5'9 senior, also averaging in double figures, 11.7 points and 4.7 rebounds. And Eve Jackson, a 5'9 senior, averaging 6.3 points a game for the Trojanettes. So Trojanettes in action again tomorrow at 4:30 against a very good Elizabethtown team. Go to Edmonson County on Monday, Caverna on Tuesday. Those games will be played at Park City. And Monroe County will be playing Logan County tomorrow at home. Of course, their guys will be over here with a Hoops Classic tomorrow at 3 o'clock. They'll be playing Edmonson County. Last year, Lady Falcons were 5-19. As I mentioned earlier, Grace Turner, their leading scorer, graduated. Lost to Barren County twice during the regular season, 70-36 and 77-29. Elizabeth Bertram led both games. She had 20 in the first game against the Lady Falcons and 12 in the second game against Monroe County. So Barren County is favored in this one tonight, number 2 ranked in the region behind Bowling Green, and the latest Bowling Green Daily News prep poll. So we'll get set for tip-off here in a little bit. The Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off. First quarter of action brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And the officials for tonight's game. Sponsored by Scotty's Contracting and Stone. Committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. And the officials for tonight's game, Mark Curry, Tommy Young, and Brian Morgan. Pretty good crowd on hand, Robert. Got the student section across the way. Barren County student section and Monroe County back behind us here. So for a Friday night, been kind of messy out, and the lights were out for an hour and a half.
Gave everybody plenty of time to get here, but you think about warming up, it was probably a pretty big negative for the girls who were ready to go when the power went out. Honestly, we were closer to saying everybody go home than actually playing at some point. I think we were about 10 minutes away from just giving up on the lights actually coming back on. But Monroe County girls were actually on the floor when the power went out, warming up. Our girls had not been on the floor in their formal warm-up. So you get warmed up and you have to cool back down and you wait around for an hour trying to figure out if we're even going to play or not. It's hard to get physically and mentally prepared to play. Our girls have had a really tough schedule. I think that helps prepare them a little bit more mentally. The tough loss to Bowling Green, you got to bounce back and sandwich this in between a really tough game tomorrow. Hopefully they're focused for a district game after beating them pretty badly twice last year, even though a little bit different team for us, maybe not so much for Monroe County, who starts 1 freshman, 3 sophomores, and a junior, as you mentioned. Really young, but a team that's going to get better and improve over time.
Want to say hello to former Trojanette assistant coach Abby Beard. She's watching and listening tonight to our broadcast, sitting at home and taking it easy. BCHS Live with us tonight on camera and taking our audio feed, so we appreciate it very much. And so we're going to get set for the tip-off. When we come back after this break, it's the Barren County Trojanettes and the Monroe County Lady Falcons in Game 1 of our District 15 doubleheader from Barren County High Gym. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Color Guard are Cadet Patrick Flannery, Cadet Captain John Elmore, Cadet Captain Riley Thomas, and Cadet Staff Sergeant Katie Davis. Playing our national anthem this evening is our very own Barren County High School pet band under the direction of Dr. Kevin Crowder.
Welcome back to Barren County High School. We just had the color guard from the Barren County JROTC presenting our colors tonight. International Anthem brought to you by the Barren County High Pep Band. Very good crowd for a wet Friday night here at Barren County High. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got games all day long. And with the Barren Hoops Classic, starts at 12 noon tomorrow with Warren Central taking on Henderson County. This is the boys. Then at 1:30 tomorrow, Louisville Fairdale against Murfreesboro Riverdale. Monroe County and Edmondson County boys at 3. The only girls game of the day, we'll have the Trojanettes against Elizabethtown at around 4:30. And then that'll be followed by the Trojans and Hopkinsville at around 6 or so. We'll be on the air at about 4:15 tomorrow. Might be a little later than that, depending on the outcome of the first 3 games. But that's a scheduled time for the Trojanettes and Elizabethtown at 4:30 tomorrow. So, and then Monday night we'll be at Edmondson County. Tuesday night, what a treat. We're going to be at Park City Elementary for the Trojans and Trojanettes taking on Caverna in a heritage doubleheader. So, looking forward to that, and lots of basketball over the next 5 days, Robert.
4 games in 5 days is a tough stretch. When you think about having to play 4 competitive games in a row. But, you know, that's not a whole lot, really, to be honest with these kids. They play all the time, and, you know, they play AAU games where they play 4 or 5 games in a day sometimes.
And they'd rather play it. They'd rather play than practice.
That's right. So, you know, it's nothing for them to actually be able to do that. It's just the way the schedule works out, where this week we did not have a Tuesday game, so they just get all bunched together to equal out the number of games.
Rex Rush on stats with us tonight, and this big district doubleheader between Barren County and Monroe County. Trojanettes in white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And the Monroe County Lady Falcons in dark blue with gray numbers. I call it silver. That's their school colors, navy blue and silver with white trim. Trojanettes moving left to right as we see it from the broadcast table, and Monroe County becoming right to left. And it is, again, Katie Murphy, Elizabeth Bertram, Raven Ennis, Carly Delk, and Eve Jackson. And from Monroe County, Paisley Ford, Malia Myatt, Gracie Veach, Ramsey Bartley, and Brindley Hatcher. Lady Falcons coming off a win Tuesday night against Clinton County, 53-51. Raven Ennis in the jump circle for Barren County, jumping against Gracie Veach, and the tap is going to be controlled by the Lady Falcons. As they move to the left side of your radio dial, here this first half of play. It's Paisley Ford out with it. Now gets rid of the basketball on the left side to Veach. Veach drives against Delk, dishes it back off to Myatt. It goes to Bartley with it. She drives it against Eve Jackson and lays it up and in.
Kept everybody in front, but they didn't keep them from getting a bucket.
So the Lady Falcons on the scoreboard first. They'll set up in a zone defense. Almost a 1-3-1. Here's a long 3. Actually, a pass underneath. Shot put up by Bertram is no good. And with a rebound, it's Veach from Monroe County. Here's Myatt with it in front court. Dishes it off left side over to Bartley. Dishes off in there to Ford. She has to dribble it back out. And now Ford on the dribble against Katie Murphy. Wants to make a cut, gives it off to Bartley, top of the circle, fakes, drives against Jackson, cut off inside there, long bounce pass left to Ford, going to pop a 3, and it is no good. Offensive rebound by Veach, they send it back out to Myatt. Just over a minute gone here in the first quarter, Monroe County with a 2-0 lead. Myatt, bounce pass to the high post right, comes to Veach, Veach turns, spins against Delk, backtracks in, gives it back out to Ford. Now Ford guarded out there by Katie Murphy, trying to get a screen. Murphy takes it away from her. Murphy on the left side, driving to the hoop, lays it up and missed it. Rebound Delk, back up and in.
Good follow, way to not take anything for granted there.
And now Barren County sets up with full court pressure. And Monroe County breaks the pressure, but they throw it away. Jackson comes up with a loose ball, gives it off to Bertram. Bertram cutting toward the middle. Free throw line jump shot off the left side of the rim. Offensive rebound by Ennis. Back out to Bertram. Bertram goes right side. Jackson for the three ball. It's no good. Long rebound over to Murphy. Inside, it's Bertram. Puts it up in off the window.
Good job flashing to the middle. Katie found her, and she made a move to hoop.
For a Peoples Bank shot. Barren County with 4 straight points. 2 buckets here, 4-2. Bartley in trouble. Gets rid of the basketball to Myatt. Left side it goes to Veach. Bounce pass down underneath. There's a shot put up and in by Hatcher.
Backside of our press has to get better. We got to have somebody sprinting back. Otherwise, it's layups.
And here's Bertram. Stops and pops the three. No. Rebound. Bartley tied up with Murphy. And jump ball possession arrow back to the Trojanettes.
Elizabeth seems to be shooting more threes this year than she did in the last 2 or 3 years. I think that's just because there's less maybe shooters on the floor, more shots open for her, but it's not always a great shot, but we got to have her get more than 4 shots like she did the other night.
5:38 to play, opening quarter, tied at 4. Ball comes out to Jackson to the right side. In the corner, Ennis pulls the trigger. Got it! Peoples Bank 3-point shot for Raven Ennis. Pushes the lead out 7-4. Loose ball to the floor. Delk trying to dive for it. Jackson digs it out of there. Here comes Ennis with it. Over the left side, Bertram. 3 if it goes. Got it!
Back-to-back threes. Extends the lead out. Timeout. Monroe.
Coach Clifton Hamilton as the Trojanettes take a 10-4 lead with 5:16 to play here in the first quarter. We take a Peoples Bank timeout. Peoples Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank working for you. Had a lot of middle school, JV, freshman games over the past few days because we didn't have a game Tuesday night. Last night in middle school girls action, 7th grade, Barren County 38, Bowling Green 17. And the 8th grade game, Barren County 59, Bowling Green 27. Both teams are still undefeated. They're like 23-0.
Pretty good against a Bowling Green school there. Big margin of victory.
We'll update you on the other games as time progresses. We got Jackson Arnett on at halftime of this game, talking about the East-West All-Star game. Bertram, 15-footer. They take it away, put it up and in, and Bertram has her 7th point. 12-4. Press is starting to get to Monroe County a little bit. Hatcher's in a trap. Throws it across over to Myatt. Myatt will bring it up court against Bertram. Gets it across the line. Gets rid of it off to Hatcher, and Murphy almost came up with a loose ball. And now Myatt with it on the left side, halfway the corner, leaves it off there with Ford. Ford will pop up a 3-point shot that's no good. Long rebound tipped out, it's headed out of bounds. Delk saves it from going out of bounds. Cross-court pass in the middle comes to Bertram. Angles off to the left side. Bertram, another long 3, no good. And try to get her on rebound. It's going to be taken by Myatt, and she's running down the floor with it from Monroe County. Myatt all the way to the hoop. Blocked in there by Ennis. We got a 3-on-none fast break. If Ennis gets rid of the basketball, down to Jackson, puts it up and in.
Gathered herself, nice over-the-head pass, right on the money.
14-4. And we got a foul in the backcourt. And they're going to call it on Raven Ennis. That'll be the first foul of the ball game. As Coach Clifton Hamilton makes a change in his lineup, number 25, Elena Hodges, 5'9" senior that averages 2 points a game for the Lady Falcons. Veach will toss it in against the full court pressure from Barren County. Myatt's in the corner in a trap, trying to throw it off, and she did off the leg of Ennis into the Monroe County bench. So we'll stay with the Lady Falcons.
Our ability to put some buckets in has really turned up the pressure, and that's causing Monroe County a lot of problems. The majority of our points have come off of their turnover.
Yep. Ella Mazingill, a 5'4" freshman, averaging almost 5 points a game, is checked in the Monroe County lineup. Has it stolen away. Murphy lays it in. The press tearing Monroe County apart in the backcourt, 16-4. Ford gets rid of the basketball to Bartley, lobs it up court now, and across it's deflected by Bertram, and she stepped back in bounds, but no, they're going to say she was out of bounds when she tapped it. And so Monroe County will keep it on there to the floor. Liberty Rice will check in for Coach Piper Lindsay, 5'5" junior. She'll come in for Carly Delk.
Much better job sprinting back. That's what we have to have there to disrupt that pass instead of them getting layups.
Ball comes to play to Veach, gives in the corner to Ford. Ford drives, dishes it back off to Veach. She puts it up and short, gets her on rebound, back up, going to get a foul. I believe it's on Eve Jackson. Nope, it's going to be on Elizabeth Bertram. They were both there in the neighborhood. That's her first and the team's second. And Gracie Veach will be at the line for Monroe County. 5'9" sophomore. And she averages 7.6 points a game. Again, we talked about how young this Monroe County team is. Free throw good for Veach.
Only 2 seniors on the roster. Their minutes dominated by underclassmen.
16-5. And here's Veach's free throw good again. 16-6, 3:49 to play here in the first quarter. Trojanettes over to Murphy. Left side is Bertram. Bertram on the wing, skips it over to Jackson, and down in the corner goes to Rice. Throws it across over to Bertram, works her way in, puts up the shot, may have got fouled, no whistle. Ball knocked out of bounds, it'll stay with Barren County underneath. 3:34 to play. First quarter, 16-6, Trojanettes. Murphy inside there to Ennis, got cut off. Out of the corner, Murphy pulls the trigger. It's way short, didn't even draw iron. Coming out there with it is Massengill from Monroe County. Cut off by Murphy to backcourt, gets her the basketball to Bartley. Now Bartley brings it in front court for Monroe County. Calls the play out front. Rice is out guarding her. Now Bartley with a crossover to the left side. She may have walked. Goes in the corner to Ford. She drives the baseline. Throws up the shot. It won't go. Shot blocked by Jackson on the putback. Here comes Eve down the left side. Throws it back off to Bertram. Baseline shot. May have got fouled on that one, but didn't get a whistle. Bartley the other way for Monroe County in the front court. Just under 3 to play here in the first. A 16-6 Barren County lead. Paisley Ford gets a screen from Veach, rolls off, and it's a bad pass picked off in there by Ennis. Ennis curls out, gives it to Murphy, out to Bertram, thought about the 3, diagonal pass baseline, Jackson fakes, goes under, puts it up and in!
Terrific move there.
18-6 Barren County. Ford in the backcourt, bounces to Veach. Pass deflected, stolen by Bertram in the right corner. Dishes in there to Ennis. She puts it up. It's good.
They're catching the ball in a deep corner, and because of that, it really is a bad spot for them, but a great spot for us to trap.
We'll take another People's Bank timeout. People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank working for you. Remind you, you're listening to a broadcast on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, or online on the internet at the new 104thescore.com. Couple of final scores in. Metcalfe County girls beat Clinton County tonight 66-30, and Glasgow girls beat Russell County 51-46. And we will be the last game of the night across the state of Kentucky, more than likely. Of course, we didn't get started until 7:15 due to a power outage in Glasgow, part of Barren County.
Only 2 fouls in the quarter. I think the officials maybe try to make up some of that time too, just letting them play, and then it kind of helps the flow of the game and makes it a better game to watch.
It's Monroe County's basketball. They brought in now number 22, Callie Harlan, a 5'6 senior. Averages 1.2 points a game. Myatt now will handle a point for Coach Clifton Hamilton. So go left side with it to Bartley. Cuts into the lane, throws up the shot. It is good. Bartley has 2 of Monroe County's 3 buckets here in the first quarter. It is 20-8. Emma Hughes is in the ball game now for Coach Piper Lindsay. 5'5 junior. Here's Murphy right side, trying to dish it in there to Delk. It got deflected, but now Hughes has got it. Hughes curls in the lane, gives it off in the corner. Jackson pulls the trigger. It is no good. Rebound of Monroe County's Myatt. Myatt, crossover to the left, gives it off to Ford and out to Bartley. Had to go chase it down almost to midcourt. Bartley against Emma Hughes. Gets a screen out there from Hodges. Drives right side. Drives against Hughes. Throws it up. It's no good. Rebound by Harlan. Throws it back out to Ford. Had it smacked away by Murphy, but retrieved by Ford. Ford still in the dribble against Murphy out front. Now goes right side with it over to Harlan. Harlan looking inside. Now wants to drive against Jackson. Forces up the shot. It gets blocked. Ball on the inline and be out of bounds to Monroe, I think, underneath their basket.
Liberty took what looked like a for sure charge. She was standing straight up, and the ball handler ran over.
Myatt for 3. No. Rebound Jackson. A foul on Hodges. That'll be her first, the first foul on Monroe County in the first half with a minute to play here in the first quarter. Barren County with a 20-8 lead. Jackson inbounds out to Murphy. Murphy gives it back to Jackson. Now Eve goes back left side to Katie Murphy. Throws it in the middle now to Rice. Rice looking for help, back out to Jackson. Bertram's not on the floor right now. Jackson goes right side with it over to Rice. 45 seconds to play in the quarter. Hughes has got it out top. Right side over to Delk. Delk has it snatched away. It was knocked away by Bartley in the hands of Ford. Turnover by Barren. Right side Ford, and she throws it away. Unforced turnover gives it to Barren with 30.8 to go. And Gracie Veach returning to the Monroe County lineup. She will come in for Elena Hodges. Ball comes into play to Murphy as Monroe County picks up in the backcourt. Murphy gives it back over now to Liberty Rice. Stops, diagonal pass. Jackson, 15-footer, got it. Eve Jackson with 6 points in this quarter. It's 22-8. Knocked away, stolen by Murphy. Saved it in bounds. Here's Hughes, hooks it off to Rice. She goes under, flips it up and in.
Great ball movement there. Right to the middle of the floor, straight towards the rim.
24-8. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Myatt driving. And Rice right there with her. A traveling violation. Good defensive play by Liberty Rice with 0.8 of a second to go here in the quarter.
Our defense has been pretty good this quarter. I know we've shot the ball well, but we've kept them in front of us, forced them into turnovers, just like that right there. Textbook defense.
Ball comes into Jackson. That'll do it for the quarter. And after one, it's Barren County 24, Monroe County 8. We'll be back after this break. You're following Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Emma Hughes, Carly Delk, Raven Ennis, and Liberty Rice to start the second period. Monroe County going back with Ford, Veach, Myatt, Hatcher, and Bartley. Monroe County's basketball to start the second. Myatt sends it left side over to Bartley. Bartley looking down low on Hatcher. It's tapped away by Delk in the hands of Emma Hughes. Barren County wants to run. Bounce pass. It's Bertram going up with a shot. No good. Battle for the rebound. Bertram grabs it. Trying to go up reverse. She gets fouled. There's a lot of traffic underneath that basket. And the foul on 30, that's Gracie Veach, her first team second.
That's her first team second. Bertram.
Elizabeth Bertram at the line, a 59% foul shooter of the year, sinks the first one for her 8th point of the game. Make it a 25-8 Barren County lead. Second toss is good for Elizabeth Bertram. 26-8. Bounce pass, and they break the pressure this time, and a layup on the other end. Good for Hatcher.
Haven't done it that well except one other time.
26-10. Bertram left side Ennis. She's going to pull the trigger. Long three, way off the mark. Underneath, Hughes had it for a moment, lost it. Bartley's got it for Monroe. Bounce pass off to Hatcher, and she gives it to Myatt. Myatt will dribble it across the line. Right side it goes to Ford, or rather Veach. She turns and puts it up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. That ball's going to be lost out of bounds by Hatcher as her and Ennis were battling for the rebound. And it's Barren County's basketball. Monroe County with some pressure now.
2-2-1 variety three-quarter court.
Up court, here's Hughes, cuts to the middle, pulls up, free throw line, shot is going in.
Hey, Emma's come in tonight, played really well. She had a nice defensive play, a couple assists, and now a bucket.
And they almost threw it away in the backcourt. Veach gets rid of the basketball to Ford, throws it cross court, picked off by Carly Dilk. Driving left side, stops and pumps, puts it up good off the window. 30-10, Barren. And it's knocked down again by Dilk, and Ennis has got it. Dishes it back off for a three-point shot. No good for Bertram. Myatt with a rebound for Monroe County. Myatt dishes it down in underneath the Ford. Try to save it in bounds and deflect it off Hughes into the Barren County bench. And we're going to get Taylor Harlow in the ball game for Barren County, a 5'9 freshman. And in for Monroe County is Mazingill. And it's Lady Falcon basketball here in front of us as Mazingill gets rid of the basketball. It's Hatcher breaking to the basket. Missed the layup. And Harlow trying to come up with a loose ball. Gets rid of the basketball to Liberty Rice. Rice pulls up now. Straight away over to Hughes. Right side corner. They go down in low. Breaking free. Shot too strong for Ennis. Going back up was Harlow, and she's fouled. Foul is on Myatt, her first, team's third. And Taylor Harlow at the line for two shots.
Trojanettes, just to back to the first quarter, shot 11 of 21, 52%. Monroe only got 9 shots up in the quarter. We were more than double their shot attempts. They hit 3 of those 9.
Entering the Lady Falcon lineup, number 4, Haley Garland.
Second shot for Harlow will go in for her this time. 31-10. Barren County on top. About 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Myatt getting some pressure out front from Murphy. Dishes it in the lane. There's Hatcher off the glass. It's too strong. Harlow with a rebound. Bertram into the front court. Drives left side. Ooh, gets tripped up. Goes to the floor hard. I think we got some interference here with our broadcast. Not sure what's going on with that. Hopefully we get that straightened out.
Entering Lady Falcon lineup, number 15, Haley Decker.
Murphy will toss it in. 5:44 to go here in the first half. And it comes into play to Bertram. Bertram goes underneath the basket. Dishes in there to Harlow. Got it up over the rim and in.
Our guards do such a great job distributing the basketball, and our post is ready for it when it's there.
33-10. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. There's a screen by Hatcher. Nothing happened there. And now they go back over the right side. They go down low. It's deflected in there, and Harlow comes up with the basketball. Gives to Jackson. And now Jackson will stutter step, goes right side, back off to Ennis for the three. It's short off the right side of the rim. Rebound of Monroe County. Coming out there with it is Mazingill. Mazingill almost lost the handle on it. Out to Hatcher, drives it down in the lane. Shot blocked in there by Harlow, taken by Ennis. Here come the Trojanettes. Harlow, or rather Ennis, pulls up 15, pops out on her. And Monroe County with a rebound coming back the other way with 4:45 to go in the first half. In the corner, they give it to Mazingill. Out to Hatcher. Works it inside. Here's a shot going up and in. And I believe that was Haley Decker that's checked into the lineup for Monroe County. So we'll get a timeout. And we'll take a break after this on 103.7 Nash Icon. What's up? You got me now? Okay. Todd, can you hear me through the board? Okay. Because I don't have anything else to hook up in the phone line. The phone's is messed up. Trojanettes. We apologize for technical difficulties we're having on the air. Our phone system here in the school building at Barren County apparently is out, and we're not able to bring you the broadcast on our outlets from that standpoint, but we'll go directly on cell phone here and try to get through the rest of our broadcast somehow. 59 seconds to go in the first half. 44-14 is the score with the Trojanettes, and Katie Murphy handles the basketball for Barren County, guarded out there by Myatt. Myatt working to the left side. She wants to drive. She's cut off. Has to get rid of it. Dishes it in the lane there to Harlow, and she gets hammered by the Lady Falcons. And let's see, they're going to put the foul on Kelsey Langford. Just checked in a little while ago, 5'7" junior. That is the 16th foul. Or is that the 17th foul? 17th foul against the Lady Falcons. We'll have to catch up here at halftime and get caught up on some stats and scoring as we've been having some problems here. Harlow at the line for Barren County, and she will have two shots, so actually 1 and 1, and comes off. And rebound to Monroe County as Bartley handles the basketball out front with it. Bartley against Emma Hughes. Dribbles left side, it goes right, hands it back off to Myatt. Myatt now spinning in the lane against Hughes. Gets rid of the basketball right side. Now Langford handles the basketball. They go in there to Myatt, sandwiched between two players, trying to split the defenders. They got a foul call on the Trojanettes with 23.9 to play. And the foul will be on Ennis, her second, and that'll be the fourth Trojanette foul of the half. Actually, the 15th foul against Barren County here in the first half. At the line is Malia Myatt. The shot goes up, and it's going to come off. Barren County has scored 20 points here in the second quarter. Monroe County has scored 6. And this shot goes up, and it is good for Myatt. That's her first point of the ball game. 44-15 with 20 seconds remaining here in the half. Liberty Rice with the basketball for Barren. Top of the key. Sends it over to the right side. Now to Addison Smith, who's in the game, a 5'2 freshman. Back out to Hughes. And now Rice driving to the basket. She'll put it up, and we got a foul called with 1.9 to play. And the foul will be on Langford, her second, and that is number 8 against the Lady Falcons here in the first half. Rice puts it in the air, good. (45-15). Second shot, no good. Rebound Langford, she throws it down the floor. That's the end of the first half. Halftime, it is Barren County 45 and Monroe County 15. We'll come back with halftime in a moment. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Net coming in. Can you hear me through? Can you hear me?
Our game, it helps, makes you look a lot smarter, and we had a lot of kids who deserve to be on that team. It's basically the greater Louisville football area, and we're in that because of being in the district that we're in. So, super pumped for Tyler and Marquise. They're more than deserving. We practiced Monday through Thursday of this week. We drove up there every day. Man, they're doing a great job. We got a pretty loaded team. So they're really good. And Tyler and Marquise are rotating in, and they're as good as anybody there. And it's fun to get to see them do stuff like that because it's really neat. Really neat how they're doing it. So fortunate to get to be a part of something like that.
I know you've had some practices this week, and you've had to go to Iroquois. Is that where it was? But the game is at DeSales.
Yeah, Iroquois High School is where we're on the west side, so it's us, Louisville Central, the Hardin schools, North and Central. We've got a John Hardin kid, Meade County's in there, St. X, DeSales, Louisville Manual. So a lot of really good football programs have sent kids to this, and our defense is nasty. Let me tell you, we got some guys. It's fun in practice to watch these guys go at each other and the way they do things. We've got a Louisville football commit, Jordan Watkins. He's on our team. He's one of my receivers there, and both North Hardin kids. They've got two North Hardin kids there. One just recently got offered by Tennessee. So there's a lot of really good talent on the field. I'm not sure what the east side's got, but I know our guys are chomping at the bit to get to go over there and play them. It'll be at DeSales High School on Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Is that 2 o'clock Eastern time?
2 o'clock Eastern time.
So 1 o'clock Central time.
Yeah.
At DeSales. What kind of a stadium does DeSales have?
Very nice. Turf, good historic field there. Good football program too. So it's one of the nicer fields in the city, short of Trinity and X and some of those guys. But it's one of the nicer football stadiums in the city.
We're looking forward to that, and wish the guys, Tyler Bush and Marquise Holloway, the best, and hope you get a win up there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
The East against the West, West against the East, however you want to say it.
I think it used to be the Best of Bluegrass game where it was Louisville versus the state of Kentucky. Yeah. And they discontinued that, so they kind of started this one, and now it's the Greater Louisville Football Coaches Association East-West All-Star game. I think it's the official name of it.
And then you'll be with me Tuesday night over at Park City Elementary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coach going to do color with me on Tuesday night, and so we look forward to that encounter with Caverna. So, Coach, appreciate it. Appreciate your time, and have a good time Sunday.
We will.
All right.
We will.
Coach Jackson Arnett, our head football coach here at Barren County High School. We're going to come back, take a look at some scoring and stats when we return. Trojanettes 45, Lady Falcons 15 on 103.7 Nash Icon. Okay, Todd, how's that going? Yes, sir. Yep. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll just have to keep trying. Hello. Halftime report. Colton's thanks you for your business. And for every $25 purchase in gift cards, you'll get a $5 bonus card. Book your Christmas parties with Colton's too. Merry Christmas from Colton's. Monroe County in the first half got 4 points each from Ramsey Bartley and Brindley Hatcher and Haley Deckard. 2 points from Gracie Veach and 1 point from Aaliyah Myatt. Barren County in the first half, 11 points for Elizabeth Bertram, 2 points for Katie Murphy. Ravenettes scored 5. Carly Delk with 6. 8 points for Eve Jackson. 5 for Emma Hughes. Also 5 points for Liberty Rice. And 3 for Taylor Harlow. And we got any stats there, Robert? We can pass it along?
He's finishing them up here.
Okay.
We're working on Monroe County's right now, but the Trojanettes look like we shot 64% from 2 and 25 of 51. No, that's not right. 25 of 41 in the first half overall. Eve Jackson looks like she was perfect from 2. She was 4 of 4 and led the way, second leading scorer after Elizabeth had that scoring barrage there in the second quarter where or actually opened the game. The first quarter that really allowed us to go off the lead. So let me finish these and I'll give them to you percentage-wise, okay?
All righty. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Barren Hoops Classic, 12 o'clock. We've got Warren Central and Henderson County, and then followed by Louisville Fairdale against Murfreesboro Riverdale. 3 o'clock, Monroe County Falcons and the Edmonson County Wildcats, and then the Trojanettes against Easttown at 4:30, followed by the Trojans taking on Hopkinsville in the nightcap. And for those of you just joining us, we did not get on the air till about 7:15 tonight due to a power outage in around the city of Glasgow, and so we had no power here at the high school. So we've had some technical difficulties with our Comrex unit at the station. We've had technical difficulties with our phone system, and hopefully we can get all that straightened out before tomorrow, because we'll be back here on the air at 4:15 tomorrow to bring you the broadcast of those games here from the Barren Hoops Classic. Trojanettes going back with Carly Delk, Katie Murphy, also Elizabeth Bertram, Eve Jackson, and Raven Ennis. And the Lady Falcons still down to her right, still in the huddle with Coach Clifton Hamilton. Barren County led 24-8 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored the Lady Falcons 21-7 in the second period of play. And this third quarter coming up is brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. We'll take another look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard in just a little bit as we get back to action here from Barren County High. And it's Monroe County's basketball to start the third quarter. With it out front is Haley Deckard. She starts the second half for Coach Clifton Hamilton. Brinley Hatcher now dishes it back out now to Aubrey Woods, who's in the ball game. And here's a three ball in the air. Good for Langford. And Langford been out, I think, the first part of the first 2 or 3 games due to an injury or sickness. And she knocks down a three-point shot, and it's 45-18. Jackson with it on the right side, has it taken away from her. Monroe County wants to run with it, and Bertram trying to cut it off at midcourt and just kind of bobbles it around. And Monroe County with the basketball. Woods gives it off right side over to Deckard. Another three ball is no good. Battle for the rebound. One in there by Veach. Here's a shot off the glass, no good for Deckard. Barren County with the basketball. It's Katie Murphy angling off left. Gets with the basketball to Bertram with the left side. Bertram crossover dribble, spin move, left to the lane. Has somewhere to go, gives back to Murphy, and now Ennis around it goes to Jackson. Jackson back out to Murphy, cuts back left, cut off, out to Bertram for a three. Bingo! That is her second People's Bank three-point shot tonight. She's got 14.
Kind of a lethargic minute there for us, turning it over, giving up a three to open, but her knocking down a three just kind of wipes all that away and gets you going right back with a 30-point lead.
48-18, and what do we got? Foul called on Bertram, and on Elizabeth. That's her second. Team's first in the second half. And Emma Hughes, who had a really good first half, second quarter for the Trojanettes. Piper Lindsay's ball club knocked down a three-pointer in the second quarter, along with a two-point basket for 5. Pass almost picked up by Murphy. They hook it down in there to Veach. One dribble up with the right hand. It comes off. Battle for the rebound. Delk grabs it out of the air. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. Monroe County will get it underneath. And it'll be Ennis to toss it in. It comes into Murphy. Murphy straight away, left side over to Bertram. Bertram looking. And back out it comes to Ennis over the right side. Murphy dishes it down low in there to Bertram. Puts up the shot. It's good. 16 for Elizabeth Bertram. And it's 50-18 as the Trojanettes stretch the lead out to 32. We're almost getting very close to a running clock here, which will help with the time on the clock, on the regular clock. Here's a three by Langford. It's no good. Rebound is taken in there by Hughes. Up court it goes to Bertram. Bertram stops. A little 6-foot shot. Won't go. Offensive rebound by Hughes. Throws it up with the left hand. No. Try to get her on rebound. Taken in there by Woods for Monroe County. And she threw it away. And that would have been a walk, but they let her get away with it. Right side is Hatcher. Down the right side baseline. Veach drives in the paint, throws up the shot, and it's good. For Veach, that is her first field goal tonight, her 4th point, 50-20. Barren County with a 30-point lead and 5:13 to play here in the third quarter. And Ennis has been called for carrying the ball.
She couldn't catch it cleanly and went ahead and made the move anyway. Very few turnovers for the Trojanettes tonight. That's just their 5th.
As the ball comes into Haley Deckard. Deckard, a 5'6" junior. There's only 2 seniors on this Monroe County team. Elena Hodges. Here's a ball scooped up off the floor by Murphy. Batted up in the air, but caught by Hughes. Little pump fake, puts it up. It's going to, is it going to count it?
Count it.
And a foul on Monroe County. Going to be on 20. And that is Langford, her 3rd. Team's first of the second half. Give the basket to Hughes for her 7th point of the game. Makes it, well, they haven't put it on the board yet. Coach Clifton Hamilton, I don't think really likes the call that the basket was good, but here's the free throw good for Hughes. Completes an old-fashioned three-point play, and it's 53-20.
In his defense, it was a huge continuation, but it's kind of letting things go.
Yeah.
He's getting the game over with at this point right now, too.
Veach with the top of the key against Delk, right side, backtracks in, loose ball, picked up in the lane, whistle. We're going to get a foul on the Trojanettes, and it's going to be on 23. That's Emma Hughes. Her second, and that'll be the team's second of the half. Monroe County's basketball to take out underneath their hoop. It comes out of the corner to Woods. Woods lobs it in the lane there. Nice one-hand catch in there. The spin move by Hatcher puts it up and in.
Not a bad spin move. We got to move our body with the guy we're guarding.
53-22. Dale can't finish the shot. Going to get a foul call to the rebound. And it'll be charged to 33. And that's Brinley Hatcher. Her first, team second of the half. Beach is going to check out. Hodges back in for Monroe County. 4:27 left in the third. Barren with a 53-22 lead. Here's a shot by Ennis off the window, no good. Wide open shot would not go. Monroe County with a rebound. As Deckard brings it up court. Bounce pass right over to Woods. Woods down to the right corner, gets rid of it, and down inside the paint. The ball goes out of bounds. They try to feed it to Hodges. Had a wide open gap there. And so it'll be Barren County's basketball. Ennis comes out for a break. Liberty Rice is in. Got Katie Murphy. Also Elizabeth Bertram, Carly Delk, and Emma Hughes on the court. Delk gets rid of the basketball out to Hughes. And that shot by Murphy is good. That's her second field goal. 55-22. Here's a three that comes up short. And rebound loose on the floor. Going to be tied up or not, yep, going to be a jump ball. .338 to go here in the third quarter. It is 55-22, a 33-point lead for Barren County. Carly Delk going to check out, and Eve Jackson is back in. Here's Elena Hodges with it from Monroe County against Eve Jackson. Lost it, but picked up there by Mazingill. Mazingill, top of the circle. Wants to drive against Bertram, goes into a crowd. The shot goes up, but get a foul called. Looked like it could have been a charge, but they're going to call a block or a foul on Elizabeth Bertram.
The charge was there. Elizabeth fouled her before Liberty was able to make or accept the contact to get the charge, however.
First shot missed for Mazingill. Raven Ennis is back in the lineup for Barren County. Second shot for Mazingill comes off. Rebound, Hatcher throws it back up. It's no good. Hodges with a rebound, back up, no good. A foul on the Trojanettes. And this one will be on, who's on, Rice?
That's on number 30, Liberty Rice. That's her third.
Third foul on Rice and the fourth on Barren County here in the second half. And Elena Hodges at the free throw line for Monroe County for two shots. The first one rims out. Carly Delk back in.
In that lineup, Liberty was forced to play a big, and that's just a difficult matchup for her who's normally used to guarding, and she had to go in low block and just got beat for an offensive rebound. And that's the only negative I've seen all night is just a few offensive rebounds that we've given up.
Second shot, no good. Got a rebound, a foul.
Over the line,
oh, okay.
Free throw line.
Okay.
Re-entering the Lady Falcon lineup, number
3:19 to play here in the third quarter. And it's 55-22.
Be nice just to break that threshold. You got to think about we got another game tomorrow night. Just kind of get some rest, get the younger kids in, all that comes with it.
Ennis, nice crossover move is going to be fouled. Somebody reached in. I believe that's on Hatcher.
That is on number 3, Leah Myatt.
No, Myatt. I saw the three. Second foul on Myatt. That's 3 on Monroe County here in the second half. And Katie Murphy will toss in the basketball left side of the basket. Going to have to hurry. And threw a bad pass, but Ennis was there to catch it. Right side of the lane. Back out now to Jackson. Now Jackson gives it back to Ennis on the left side. Ennis thinking about the three. Throws it back over to Hughes. Hughes on the right side. Murphy down low. Delk puts it up. It's too strong. Offensive rebound. Back up. No good for Ennis, but she's fouled.
Nice step through move. Just need a little bit more strength to power through and get an and one instead of the 2 free throws.
Foul was on Hatcher, her second. Free throw's good for Raven Ennis. That's her 6th point of the ball game. And it's 56-22. So we need one more point.
Don't jinx it.
Well, it's Friday the 13th. Hey, there we go. We've had enough problems tonight as it is.
That's right.
And now running clock the rest of the way. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. 57-22. Massengill with it on the right side. Coming out to get it is Harlan. Left side, Myatt. Down low. Here's a shot. Put up and in by Massengill. That's her first basket of the night. 57-24. 2:29 to play in the third quarter. Jackson with the basketball. Left side it goes to Delk. Delk sends it out top now to Ennis. Left side is Hughes. Hughes looking. Putting down one dribble. Couple of dribbles. Now it goes over to Jackson. Jackson bounce pass left to Delk. Now Delk looking. Back out to Ennis. Got Taylor Harlow back in the court now. Feeds to Hughes. She lays it up and missed the shot. Battle for the rebound. Taken it there by Hodges from Monroe County. Here comes Massengill behind the back dribble. Stops right side of the key. Now trying to backtrack into Delk. She lost the handle. Digs it out. And then Delk dives in there to tie it up. Possession arrow to Barren.
She put it out in front of Carly enough that she tempted her just to finally. She went to get it.
So the clock running here in the third. It's 57-24. Barren County with Emma Hughes, Taylor Harlow, Addison Smith back on the court now, freshman. Eve Jackson and Liberty Rice. As they hand it off to Rice, she gets double teamed out front. Over it goes to Smith. Smith feeds it to Jackson. Can't shoot the three. Throws it back off to Rice. She loses a handle on it. Bartley comes up and swatted it away and then got a foul. Myatt came up with a basketball. The foul's going to be on Eve Jackson. Her first, team's 5th of the second half. Monroe County's basketball with 1:07 to play here in the third quarter. 57-24. Myatt working against Rice. Back and forth. Spins into the lane. And got a foul in the back court as Eve Jackson came up with a basketball. Callie Harlan, her first personal. That is number 5. Monroe County here in the third. Down to 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Eve Jackson. Diagonal pass comes to Hughes. Feeds it to Harlow. Goes up. It is good and a foul. That's Taylor Harlow's 5th point of the game, the freshman. And a foul on 25, Elena Hodges. Her second, team 6th. And Taylor Harlow with a chance to make a 3-point play. Puts it up, missed it. Monroe County the other way, going up with a shot. It's going to go down by Myatt. And a foul on Barren County. It's on Taylor Harlow. Myatt's first basket of the night. And in the game for Barren County, Michaela Smith, a 5'10 sophomore, comes in for Eve Jackson. 8 seconds left in the third. It's 58-26, Barren County. Myatt at the line. The shot goes up, and it's good. An old-fashioned 3-point play for Malia Myatt. 58-27, 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Addison Smith has it smacked out of her hands by Myatt. Goes in traffic, trying to flip it up, no. Gets her on rebound, down to 1 second. Could have to hurry. Shot goes up, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it is Barren County 59 and Monroe County 27. We'll come back with the fourth quarter of this one after this break. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. That's good. All right. back for the fourth and final quarter. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer and Rex Rush. Todd Belcher on controls in the Nash Icon Studios. Glad you joined us late night tonight as we didn't get started till 7:15 to a power outage. Here's Ford. She walked but pulls in the lane, jumps it up. It's no good. Popped out of there. Rebound to Emma Hughes. And she has it stolen away by Bartley. Bartley going up with a shot over Smith. It's no good. Coming out there with a basketball. Rice, she's triple teamed, and somebody reached in and fouled her. And it's on Maya, her third, team 7.
Pretty even third quarter.
Yeah.
We were 5 of 11. They were 5 of 12. So kind of evened up after we outscored them big time in the first half. And we'll look to finish this out, get some younger players some minutes that I think they desperately need. Emma's got some minutes tonight, played really well. I think she jammed her finger there. She tried to dribble through traffic, got the ball taken away from her. Hopefully she's all right.
Liberty Rice for one in a bonus. And the shot goes up, and it is good. She'll get the bonus. 6 points for Liberty Rice. This fourth quarter is sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. 60-27, Barren County. Free throw, bonus good for Rice. 61-27, 7:23 to go in the basketball game with the clock running here in the fourth. Paisley Ford, little stutter step, goes in, puts up the shot, it's no good. Battle for the rebound, and taken down by Hughes, or rather it was by Michaela Smith. Liberty Rice with the basketball being chased in the backcourt. Going to have to hurry, get it across the line. Comes to Addison Smith, throws a pass down to Hughes. Hughes has it smacked loose, got it back though. Feeds to Michaela Smith, shot good on the left baseline.
Younger kids kind of figuring out the positions, make it a lot easier when we get where we need to be and get a bucket there at the end.
63-27. Myatt angles off to the right side, forces up the shot. It's an air ball. Taylor Harlow with it, hands it off to Liberty Rice. Now Rice will bring it in front court for Barren. Left side it comes to Hughes. Hughes out to Addison Smith and gives it over to Harlow the right side. Out to Michaela Smith. And feeds Liberty Rice, going to the bucket, puts it up, it rolls in.
Excellent backdoor cut. Everybody did what they were supposed to that time. Set it up with the ball fake, leads to a layup.
9 points for Liberty Rice at 65-27. Ford gets with the basketball on a three in the air, comes off the rim. Rice gets knocked to the floor of the rebound. Foul, going to be called 2. Is it Bartley? And that'll be her first and the team's 8th of the second half. And a couple of substitutions. Get Gracie Veach back in for Monroe. Also, Haley Deckard in for Barren County is Emma Stewart, a 5'7" sophomore. Rice set the line. 3 for 4 tonight. Shot goes up. It's good. She's in double figures with 10. It's 66-27 with exactly 6 minutes to play in this one. Got the Trojans and Falcons in game 2 of her doubleheader tonight. And the shot by Rice. Good again. Nothing but net. 11 for Liberty Rice. She's going to check out, and Graceland DeWeese is in the ball game, a 5'9" sophomore.
I dare to say that's a new career high for Miss Rice there with double figures.
Absolutely. 40-point lead for Barren. They throw it away. It's actually hit Mark Curry, the official, or he would have went out of bounds.
He saved him a turnover.
He did. Comes to Bartley on the right side, feeds it down in low to Ford, out in the corner. Here's the 3 ball. It is no good. Long rebound on the other side of the court by Bartley, or rather by Woods, or Deckard, that is. Here's a 3 by Ford. It won't go. Crashing aboard is Veach, throws it back up, and she gets fouled.
Got to work harder on those boards. The only thing that you can even remotely complain about tonight.
Michaela Smith, that'll be her first, number 6, or is that 7 on Barren in the second half. Shot for Veach is good. That is her 5th point of the game.
I'd say they're going to take out Paisley Ford here. Paisley has not scored tonight. Their leading scorer, somebody that scored 20-plus against Franklin Simpson, just done an excellent job on her. There's
a shot for Veach, and it's good. 44, Morgan Davis, a 5'9" junior. Also in the game for Monroe County is number 4, Haley Garman. And did I get everybody? Haley Garman, okay.
I think so.
Addison Smith gives it to Emma Stewart. Out it goes to Michaela Smith. Sends it over to Harlow. Harlow out now to DeWeese. DeWeese now gives it to Stewart and back out to Addison Smith. Now to Michaela Smith. 4:53 left to go in the ball game, and a 67-29 lead for Barren County. DeWeese with it out top, gives it to Michaela Smith. Throws it out to Harlow. Over goes to Stewart. Stewart covered up there, getting some pressure. Gives it to Michaela Smith. And now throws it down into the paint. It's picked off. Garman with it from Monroe County. Right side, Woods. Here's Harlan with it, top of the key. Left side to Garman. Garman heads into the paint. They'll get a foul call. And this foul is on Addison Smith.
Foul's good, number 5, Addison Smith. That's her first, team 8.
Number 8 on the Trojanettes. Garman at the line. The shot pops out. She'll get one more. 4:09 still to play here in the game. 67-29 Trojanettes. And this one by Garman is no good. DeWeese with a rebound.
44.
Addison Smith will handle the basketball. Right side with it over to Harlow. Now Harlow off to Addison Smith from the left elbow. Shot no good. Rebound of Monroe County as Deckard brings it up court. Deckard drives, throws up the shot, and it goes in.
I give Harlow credit there. Try to take a charge.
67-31. 3:36 to play. Michaela Smith with it out front for Barren. Gives to Harlow. Has an open look. Dribbles it. Drives. And should have been something called there.
No idea what happened.
Had a lot of body contact.
She got tackled, maybe.
Forcing up the shot. And here's a shot on the other end. Good. Deckard. It's 2 in a row. 67-33 with 3:12 to play. Addison Smith, left side with it to Stewart. Now it comes to DeWeese. Right side now to Harlow. Harlow. Out to Stewart, top of the circle. Over to Addison Smith. And now it comes to DeWeese. DeWeese back over to Stewart on the right side. Stewart putting down the dribble. Crossover move. And has it stripped loose. Stolen. It's Garman heading to the basket. Puts it up. Shot it over the rim on the rebound. Taken by Stewart. Needs some help in the backcourt. Gives it off to Addison Smith. 2:36 to play. Diagonal pass left side comes to Harlow. Loses a handle but saves it in bounds to Michaela Smith. Back out to Stewart. Now gives it to Addison Smith with 2:26 to play. Second game tonight will not get started about 9 o'clock. Here is Harlow inside. Right side Addison Smith. We got a whistle. Stops the clock. Well, it will once we get the free throw shooter on the line. Foul is on Garman, her third, team's 9th. Stay tuned for the postgame report brought to you by CPC Commodities. And we'll take a look at the postgame stats as well. Free throw is up. It's short for Addison Smith. 2 minutes to play. 67-33. It's Deckard with it, guarded out there by Harlow. Gets a screen, goes left side with it. They go in the corner. Here's a three out of the corner. Good. Knocking it down is Aubrey Woods. 67-36 with 1:40 to play. Addison Smith with the basketball, straight away over to Stewart. Stewart now gives it back over now to Smith, and it's Michaela Smith and Addison Smith. Stewart, right side, in the corner. DeWeese, down low. Harlow turns and throws up a shot over the rim, and it's going to be taken in there by Michaela Smith. Back out to Stewart. Right side is Harlow. In the corner, DeWeese trying to go baseline. She's cut off. Has to throw it back out to Stewart with 1:13 to play. Now Stewart looks and goes right side, knocked away by Woods and out of bounds. 1 minute to play and the clock running here in the fourth. Stewart will toss it in. As it comes out to Addison Smith, gives it back to Stewart with 53 seconds to play. Michaela Smith back out to Stewart. Stewart now gives it to Addison Smith. Left side to Weiss. Over to Stewart. Out to Michaela Smith. Over to Harlow. Looks at the three. It's up. It's too strong. And the ball tipped off, and DeWee saves it. Throws it down low, and a shot put up and in by Stewart. Threw it over the top of the defense.
Good find. Wide open. Turn to put it in to hopefully solidify this one. Or one more defensive stand, and we'll close it out.
69-36, 18 seconds to play. Deckard driving, whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on Harlow, her second. And the clock stops at 9 seconds to play. Deckard at the line for 2 shots. First one in the air, and it is good for Deckard. She has 9 points coming off the bench. 69-37. One more now for Deckard. And it's up, and she missed it off to the right. Rebound to Harlow. Stewart gives it off to Addison Smith. She'll just dribble it out. And the Trojanettes will win 69-37 over Monroe County. Both teams scored 10 points in that last quarter. As Barren County goes to 3-1 on the year, 1-0 in district play. And Monroe County falls to 2-4 on the season and 0-2 in district play. Back with the CPC Commodities postgame report after this on 103.7 Nash Icon. Okay, if we can get it to work. It's not working right now.
Phone line.
Class of 2019.
We reset the box. It's not working.
Yeah, we reset.
Class of 2020, Elizabeth Bertram. And now introducing our Trojan 1,000-point club. Class of 1981, Johnny Jones. Class of 1992, Stephen Ragle. Class of 1993, Brady Button. Class of 1996, John Michael Clemens. Class of 1999, Brian Clemens.
Tonight over the Monroe County Lady Falcons, and right now we're having a special recognition of the 1,000-point club. And several have made their way here tonight that were scored 1,000 or more points in their career here at Barren County. Terry Wilkinson Spillman was the first one named. She was here tonight, 1978. Chastity Nunn Wilson in 2000. Lauren Simmons also in 2000. Patrika Barlow in 2004. I don't think she made the trip tonight. TJ Thomas Coffey, who's now the head basketball coach at Metcalfe County, here tonight. That was on the 2017. And Bethany Spillman Steenbergen also was on the 2007 squad. Kelsey Mitchell Alexander was on the 2011 Trojanet team. Jamie Cummings Aquino in 2012. Bailey Pettigo, who graduated last year, was on that state tournament team. 4th region champs 2019. Elizabeth Bertram, who's still on the team. Her senior season has scored over 1,000 points. She will graduate after this season. As now we take a look at the boys' side. Johnny Jones in 1981. Stephen Regal in 1992. Brady Button, who is here tonight, 1993. John Michael Clemens, 1996, also on the 1,000-point club. And his brother, Brian Clemens, in 1999. He was on that state tournament team when Barren County went to Rupp Arena. David Bird in 2004, and then Lee Hubbard in 2008. Jacoby Poore in 2013. Dalton Bush in 2013. Charlie McCoy, 2014. Nick Mabe in 2016. Wade Coomer in 2016. Jared Coomer in 2018. And their parents actually accepting their awards tonight. And Will Bandy. And he's the last one. Current member of the Trojan squad, who has scored over 1,000 points in his career. And you look back at this, Robert, there was no three-point line in 1978 or 1981. And I guess you would say that as I've broadcasted ball games at just about everybody that's on that 1,000-point club.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of memories out there, and if you could bottle up all those stories and get some from all of them, it would be an interesting listen for sure. And part of the cool part about that power outage was actually getting to listen to Coach Butler and Coach Steenbergen talk with Terry and Bethany. And you know, there's a lot of cool memories and a lot of history in the school, even though it's been around just since the 70s.
Right.
So
We'll
let Piper talk about a great win here.
Yep, good district win tonight for the Trojanettes, 69-37, the final score. Barren County goes to 3-1 on the year and 1-0 in district play. Monroe County drops to 2-4, 0-2 in district play. Coach, you jumped out early on them and never had to look back. Had a chance to play everybody tonight that dressed.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job starting off. Our press was extremely effective. Just turned them over and made some easy shots, and I thought we were very unselfish early and just kind of passed the ball around. Defensively, we were solid and just kind of did all the little things right tonight.
Did a great job on Paisley Ford, their leading scorer, been averaging over 12 points a game. Had 23 against Franklin Simpson. I'm not sure how many shots you actually let her take tonight, but she had to work for him and did not score in the game. That's pretty good defense on Ford.
Yeah, that's Katie Murphy was on her to start, and she's our lockdown defender we've been calling all season so far, and hopefully she can keep that up. But she just did a really good job. I thought Elizabeth kind of switched off on her too. I mean, it's team defense, so it's really not one person. Everybody does a really good job of being in the help and making them turn it over and keeping the shots limited.
And I thought you brought in Liberty Rice and Emma Hughes tonight, Taylor Harlow. But Rice, career high 11 points. Emma Hughes had 8, knocked down a big 3 for you.
Yeah, those two kids have really been stepping up in practice and, been doing well, and just needed some experience. I thought this was a game where they could get that. And, they did a good job of just kind of letting the game come to them. Sometimes, they do a little too much, but not tonight. They kind of just rolled with it and did a good job.
Not much rest for the weary as you've got 4 games in 5 days coming up. You got a big E-Town team coming in tomorrow for the Hoops Classic, a team that has a couple of best players in the 5th region. Whitney Hay, probably one of the tallest teams you'll see.
Yeah, I was looking at them today, about 6 foot, I think 5'9", 5'10", 3 of them at least, and then I think they've got 5'6", and I think 5'8" is the other one. So, yeah, I think Katie's going to have her hands full, but, as far as Whitney Hay, Raven, we played them this summer, and, we've seen them before. Hopefully we don't come out scared or anything, but, they're a tough team.
They played Mercy last night and won that game. And then, like you said, traditionally always a pretty good team.
Yeah, they are. They get up and down. I'm telling you, they shoot the ball, 3 ball really, really well, even in transition. Could have a wide open layup, and they'll shoot a 3 instead. But this will be a really good test for us. I'm excited about it. Just kind of see how we respond, especially coming off a game tonight, just like last week, and just see how we do.
And a late night game at that.
A late night, I know. What about that? Goodness gracious. Those lights flickered. I was just like, what in the heck is going on? And of course, the kids were antsy. We were in there playing puppet fingers and heads up and all kinds of different things.
But here we are about 20 to 9. We'll get the boys' game tip-off about 9 o'clock tonight. You got a 4:30 game tomorrow. And so not a whole lot of rest, but that's why you play. And, some people would rather play than practice. So.
Right. Oh, yeah, especially after this week, having 5 days off or 4 days. And, of course, the kids are ready. We'll come in. And, of course, hopefully the kids did get a little bit of rest tonight.
Yeah.
We'll get in the younger kids, Graceland DeWeese and Michaela Smith and Emma Stewart got those 3 kids in as well. Addison Smith was another one that they got some in it. So, hopefully, we'll get back at it tomorrow and hopefully be ready to go.
Coach, congratulations.
All right, Jay, thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes winning 69-37 over Monroe County tonight in a district game. And they will host Elizabethtown tomorrow as part of the Barren Hoops Classic. And now I want you to make a note of this because I haven't mentioned it on the air tonight. But tomorrow's games will be on the new 104 The Score. That's at 104.7 FM due to the Cave City Christmas Parade being aired here on Nash Icon 103.7. So tomorrow night's games starting around 4:15 or so. Trojanettes will take on Elizabethtown, followed by the Trojans against Hopkinsville. Those games on the new 104 The Score, 104.7 FM. So make a note of that if you can't make it out tomorrow to watch the ball games. We will come back and get ready for more action here from Trojan Gym here on this Friday the 13th. And like I said, the tip-off of the boys' game here is going to be about 9 o'clock. So we'll return with pregame coverage of the Trojans and Falcons in Game 2 of our doubleheaders. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. on the year. Number 5 in Region 4. Monroe County is 1-3 on the season. They are 0-1 in district play. They're ranked 12th in this week's Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll. The Falcons under first-year head coach Ashley Geralds. He's the 3rd head coach in 3 years at Monroe County. Succeeds Gary DeWitt, who coached the Falcons last year, who moved back to Allen County, Scottsville to be the assistant coach of the Lady Patriots. And Greg Dunn. And, of course, Steve Kirkpatrick, who coached 3 years ago, moved over to Glasgow as an assistant coach under James Willett. Monroe County, their first game of the season was on a Monday night, first week of the season. Lost to Glasgow in a district game by 6, 51-45 in Tompkinsville. They beat Franklin Simpson, pretty good Franklin Simpson team, 67-59, but they've lost 2 straight to Metcalfe County 58-54 and Clinton County on Tuesday night 68-49. They lost their best player, one of the best one in the region, in Chandler Clements. Falcons were 11-15 last year. Clements averaged almost 26 points a game, along with Jamison Geralds that averaged 8 points a game for the Falcons. But they returned a pretty good point guard and a pretty good shooter in Grayson Rich, who was 8 of 18 on 3-point shots for the season. So far, he's averaging just over 18 points a game. And they have Wade Thompson. It's a lot of seniors on this team. Rich and Wade Thompson and Cale Hagan, Curtis Pettit. Georgie Brooks is not back on the team yet, trying to recover from an injury he had in football, but they expect him to be back sometime this year. Monroe County is favored to finish 4th, predicted to finish 4th in the 15th district this year. Glasgow, Barren County, Allen County, Scottsville, 1, 2, and 3. Trojans have not played in a week. Lost to South Warren here last Friday night, 73-64. Will Bandy led the way with 24. Jacob Shaw and Aiden Knockin both had 14 apiece, and then lost to the Spartans. And we'll see what happens tonight. The Trojans and Falcons, they played Glasgow with 6 points the first game of the season. And you kind of wonder about the matchup, because you think this is not a very good matchup for the Falcons.
No, and your scores have been everywhere this year, to be honest with you. I really can't get a good feel on scores. They played Glasgow really close and took them down the stretch. And then they lose to Clinton County and Metcalfe County. They only lose to Metcalfe by 4, but Metcalfe's up on Clinton County at the end of the third quarter right now by 4. So, I think Metcalfe's improved. I just can't get a good feel right now early in the region. I know Bowling Green and Central are tops on everything. And what happens with this, Monroe County didn't return their best player, didn't return, somebody that they really leaned on, somebody we honestly struggle with at times guarding. But they're scrappy. They're always going to be scrappy. If Rich comes out here and hits 2 or 3, 4 threes early and gets going, this is going to be a close ball game. Our guys have to respond. That's the biggest thing. I didn't think they responded very well. Like when Bandy went out, they didn't have a response in the South Warren game to really make up for anything. And we got behind when Bandy had to come back in. We just couldn't catch up and get a groove. So our guys are learning, and obviously Jacob's been a great addition to us. There was a nice write-up in the paper about him and his transfer over here. So still learning, still gelling together, but I think our boys have an opportunity tonight to set the district off right, because clearly Glasgow is a really good team and somebody that we're going to have to battle with if we want to be the number 1 seed in this district.
Absolutely. Still about 10 minutes away from tip-off, as if you just joined us, power was out in the part of the Barren County area, including here at campus, for about an hour or so. And we did not tip off the girls' game until 7:15, so the boys will not tip off till 9. We'll be out here, baby, by 10:30 to 11 o'clock or so with this broadcast. But don't forget tomorrow. I remind you once again that the games for the Trojans and Trojanettes will be on the new 104 The Score, 104.7 FM, and online at the new 104thescore.com because of the Christmas parade at Cave City being broadcasted on Nash Icon 103.7. Other games around the area tonight. We'll try to get some final scores for you on the Coca-Cola scoreboard before we go to our final break. Let's see what we got here. Glasgow, you mentioned that one, Robert, I think 36-33 at the end of the third quarter. And the girls won earlier tonight. No? Is that right?
Glasgow's girls won earlier tonight, 51-46.
Showing here Russell County won, but I don't know if that's right. I want to double check that one.
Yeah,
it says 51-46 Russell County winning the girls' game.
Let me check, but I think it was the other way around.
Okay. Let's see. I had a Metcalfe County score. It was Metcalfe County leading Clinton County 62-28 after 3 periods, and that was the girls' score, right?
Had to have been, yeah, because the boys' score is just now in the third quarter.
Okay. And I believe that's all I've got so far. Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back and, well, I'll tell you what, before we go to break, let's go over some of the scores that's happened here on campus this week involving Barren County freshman JV, middle school. Go back to Monday. Girls basketball, freshman, Barren County 28, Warren East 27. JV, Barren County 36, Warren East 20. Boys basketball, freshman, Barren County 39, Greenwood 36. JV, Greenwood 51, Barren County 42. And middle school boys basketball, 7th grade, Barren County 41, Grayson County 36. 8th grade, Barren County 36, Grayson County 25. And then on Tuesday night, middle school basketball and girls, 7th grade, Barren County beat Allen County Scottsville 56-37. And in the 8th grade game, Barren County 40, Allen County 9. Boys basketball, 7th grade, Barren County 39, Greene County 21. 8th grade, Greene County beat Barren 54-43. And then last night in freshman boys, Barren 34, Monroe 29. JV, Barren County 42, Monroe County 36. And in middle school basketball last night, 7th grade, girls, Barren County 38, Bowling Green 17. 8th grade, Barren County 59, Bowling Green 27. And boys middle school, 7th grade, Bowling Green 51, Barren County 31. In the 8th grade, Bowling Green 43, Barren County 13. And just got a final score in. Glasgow wins tonight over Russell County. This is boys, 51-49. Close one over in Russell Springs.
It was tied at the half, 27 apiece. So Glasgow won. What was it, 51-49?
51-49.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Well, you got anything else?
Yeah, I've got several if you want to do them now.
Okay, let's do it now, and then we'll go to the starting lineups when we go to the final break.
These are girls' scores, all girls' scores. Edmonson County, our opponent on Monday night, got beat by Grayson County 66-56. Allen County girls are down 36-41 to Cumberland County at the half. As you mentioned, Metcalfe girls won 66-30 over Clinton. South Warren girls won 50-46 over Warren East. Warren East interests me a little bit. Warren East, that's their first loss of the year. Played South Warren really well. I think South Warren's a really good team. So maybe Warren East.
I think Warren East has improved.
Definitely.
They beat Monroe by 25 last Saturday.
We had Glasgow win at 51-46 over Russell County. We'll double check that one during the break. And Logan County girls, who returned just about everybody, won over Franklin Simpson tonight, 65-50. Boys scores: South Warren's up 37-29 over Warren East at the half. You just mentioned the Glasgow final. Caverna, our opponent on Tuesday night, beat Greene County tonight, 65-59. Metcalfe and Clinton going back and forth. We'll get you a final here in just a second.
And speaking of Caverna, Barren County will play Caverna Tuesday night at Park City Elementary. And the girls' game will start at 6. You better get there early, because if it gets to capacity, they're going to shut the doors. So you've got to get there early. The girls' game starting at 6. The boys' game to follow. We'll be on the air with our broadcast on Nash Icon at 5:40 Tuesday night. Of course, we'll be at Edmonson County Monday night. Daryl Murphy and Brad Johnson will join me for the broadcast from Brownsville on Monday night with that doubleheader. And what else we got? Russell County did beat Glasgow girls 51-46. So it's kind of a topsy-turvy first couple of weeks or so with some of these scores.
It seems like Glasgow has a tough time when they go to Russell County. Russell County's always on that schedule, and it seems like more times than not they've got an L beside it on Glasgow's schedule. So just a tough matchup for them, it looks like.
All right, we'll come back and take a look at tonight's starting lineups between the Trojans and the Falcons following this break, as you're listening to the Zaxby's pregame report. And this is Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
And about, if you could do the math and roll it back on that clock there, the clock's been back on for 2 hours, so we're about that much behind. We should have started, you say 9 o'clock, so the power didn't come on to right about 7. So warm-up time, girls' game didn't start to right about 7:20.
Right.
So just that much behind. Everybody else's third quarters or finals, and we're just now getting ready to tip off the boys. So either everybody's listening or everybody's going to come over here and catch the last part of the game.
That's true. Farmers RACC, Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off. First quarter of action sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. The officials for tonight's game, the same 3 we had in the girls' game. Sponsored by Scotty's Contracting and Stone. Committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. And the officials are Mark Curry, Brian Morgan, and Tommy Young. I think Tommy's going to be here tomorrow to officiate some of the Barren Hoops Classic. He told me earlier tonight. And so we get ready for the Falcons as they are in navy blue with white numerals and letters. Monroe across the front of their jerseys. Barren County Trojans to our left. They're home white tonight with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Don't forget tomorrow our broadcast on the new 104.7 The Score. And at 104thescore.com, as the Cave City Christmas Parade will be aired here on Nash Icon 103.7.
You think they let us do a Christmas parade? I think that'd be fun. We need to go
I've done Christmas parades.
Describe.
I've walked in Christmas parades.
No. I'm talking about put them on the radio.
Oh, you mean do it?
Go to like Smith's Grove or go somewhere like Alvaton and do the Christmas parade.
That'd be nice.
Be a little different, wouldn't it?
Go to some of these smaller towns.
That would test your descriptive level of...
that would definitely be play-by-play. Float by float.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll let us do the Heistville Christmas parade. How about that?
All right. Monroe County out of the court now. Barren County coming out now. Good crowd on a Friday night, a messy Friday night, Friday the 13th.
Very good.
Power outage.
Very good crowd. Nice of them to stay with us. I know it's past some of their bedtimes.
Yep, staying up late on BCHS Live as well, providing audio.
Parents might have to extend some curfews tonight.
Niken and Thompson in the jump circle, and Niken gets the tap, and Barren County will control it. First quarter of action. Withrow, bounce pass right side to Niken, back to Withrow, looking for Shaw. Here's a lob to Niken. He puts it up and in.
We knew they'd come out and play some zone. We set up a zone play right off the tip. Kind of stole that one from the girls, didn't we? And executed it well.
Barren County takes the early 2-0 lead. Here's Grayson Rich in the backcourt. He'll work against Caleb Hester, starting tonight for Tyler Bush. Bush been practicing football this week for that East-West All-Star football game in Louisville Sunday. Rich trying to work against Hester. Ooh, a little high dribble. Oh, they're going to call a foul. He palmed the ball before the foul.
Maybe. But the official saw it the opposite. The body called the palm, is what the whistle said.
Caleb Hester called the foul, his first. Comes into Rich. He's guarded by Hester. They come to set a screen. That's Pettit. And now he wants to work with it out front. Still on the dribble. He'll go left side with it and bring it out. It's Glass. Glass wants to penetrate. Throws up the runner. No. Rebound. Thompson back up. No good. And Niken rips it out of the air. Here come the Trojans on the run. And Niken takes it to the rack. And he lays it in. And a blocking foul on the Falcons.
Late call. The official a little late getting on the floor, but had a hard time seeing through the traffic. When he did, he realized Niken went up over top of him and kind of got undercut for the and one opportunity. Great job grabbing the board, no hesitation, going straight to the other end.
Niken with both field goals. The free throw comes off, and the rebound to Pettit for Monroe County. As Grayson Rich will bring it up against Caleb Hester. Rich crosses the midcourt stripe, dribbles between his legs against Hester. Now wants to drive the left elbow. He'll give it off to Glass. Glass wants to make a move, left side of the key. Throws it out to Thompson. Thompson now picks up his dribble. Needs some help out there. Back off to Rich. Rich coming over to set the screen was Hagan. And now here comes Rich driving left of the lane. Throws up the shot, and it's an air ball. He was falling backwards. And a rebound put back up, no good. Another offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds, and Monroe will keep it underneath. Barren County out to a 4-0 lead with 6:27 to play in the opening quarter. As the ball comes into play to Rich, they go inside. A spin move against Bandy. High off the glass, no. Ripping it out of the air is Niken. Long pass down the floor, thrown away.
Right idea, wrong direction.
So it'll be Monroe County's basketball with 6:18 to go here in the first quarter. Rich will work against Caleb Hester. Grayson Rich, leading scorer for the Falcons, averaging just over 18 points a game. Leaves it off with Thompson. He curls in the lane up with a left-hand shot. It won't go, but he draws a foul, and it's going to be on Jacob Shaw. His first and the team's second. It's going to put Thompson at the line. He's a 76% foul shooter in the first 4 games of the year for Coach Ashley Geralds. Left-handed shooter, shot's good for Thompson.
Yeah, we let the lefty go left that time. The defender has to know, that was Shaw, which way to keep him going.
4-1. Thompson, second toss, good again. 4-2. Monroe County's going to drop back on defense as Jacob Shaw will bring it up.
They look a little confused in what they're doing, but they're going to extend the zone a little bit.
Left side, cross-court looping pass to Withrow. Bounces back out to Shaw, top of the circle. Feeds it in the middle, turnaround jump shot, but Niken is in there.
Even though it's a very active matchup zone they've got going, there's still big holes. Niken found one.
6-2, Barren County. Rich dribbles against Hester, right side of the floor. Leaves it off with Thompson. He curls and backtracks. Oh, he walked.
Shaw pulled the chair out from under him a little bit.
Yep. So Barren County will get it. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. The Trojans leading 6-2. Final score tonight, LaRue County girls beat Hart 54-44. And the boys, LaRue 86, Hart 60. Withrow on the right side. Throws it out to Shaw. Shaw dumps it in there to Niken. Feeds it underneath to Bandy. Rolled it off the rim, but draws a foul.
Just a millisecond late feeding him and getting it up, or he would have got an and one with that one.
Foul is going to be on Wade Thompson. His first, team second. Will Bandy, 6'6" senior, averaging 16 points a game. 2 free throws. First one, no good. Starting out 0-2. Clinton County boys beat Metcalf tonight 53-49. Close 16th district matchup.
Tight game.
Bandy for the second. It's on the way. It's good. It's 7-2, Barren County. 5:19 to go, first quarter. Grayson Rich in the backcourt for Monroe County against Caleb Hester. Pettit comes to set a screen. Niken has to switch off for a moment. And then Rich will hand it off out there to Glass. Glass against Withrow. Now needs some help. Has to give it back out to Rich. Hester up on him. Rich picks up his dribble, goes out to Hagan, and Hagan works it to the right side. Now curls into the lane. Here's a shot going up. It is no good. Niken with another rebound. I'm going to call him for a travel.
Got bounced around in there. I really think he got hit and caused him to lose his balance, but he did travel, just what caused him to do it.
Jordy Brooks checking in the ball game. First appearance this season, coming off an injury in football. 5'9" senior. And Wade Thompson will toss it in for Monroe. As Thompson lobs it out front to Pettit. He'll throw it over to Brooks. Brooks on the dribble, trying to drive against Withrow. Now, still on the dribble, just straight away out to Hagan. Hagan driving to the right elbow, off to Brooks. His jumper is short. Ball tips out long into the corner, and it's going to be out of bounds. We're going to give it back to Monroe.
I thought Monroe actually hit it out of bounds.
I thought so, too.
Who was that did? It looked like Pettit, right?
Uh-huh. Grayson Rich will set it up for Monroe County. 4:20 to play, first quarter. We're 7-2, Barren County with a lead. Thompson down low, intended for Pettit. Too wide, out of bounds underneath their basket. Barren County will get it. Bring the length to the floor. As Shaw will bring it up. Leaves it with Withrow. Shaw playing the 2. There's Hester. Back over to Withrow on the left side. Withrow. Back to Hester, top of the circle. Inside, here's Niken. Fadeaway jump shot. Rims good.
With a little overload on the left side. Couldn't guard everybody.
And Niken with 8 of Barren County's 9 points.
Having a game so far, 4-4. Like his aggressiveness.
It is 9-2 Trojans. Rich. Out front, going to throw up a long 3 that's no good. Bandy pulls it out of the air for the Trojans. Withrow. Over the left side, Shaw fakes a 3, goes in the corner, and now has to throw it back out to Withrow. Top of the key 3, in and out. Ball tapped inside there to Niken. Oh, it's in and out. Try to follow his own shot, try to go back up with it, had it swatted out of his hands. Should have been a foul right there.
Yeah, Hester did a great job getting the ball initially, though.
Driving is Hagan, and he puts it up and in for Monroe County.
Don't know how he sliced through there.
9-4. Niken. Down to Bandy, turns and shoots. It is good on the left baseline for Will Bandy.
Bandy's first look of the night.
11-4. Barren County with 2:54 to play here in the first quarter. Grayson Rich brings it up for the Falcons. Rich, bounce pass left to Brooks. Brooks looks high post there to Hagan, left of the key. Hagan's picked up his dribble, needs some help. Bandy's putting the pressure on. Out to Brooks with Withrow guarding him. Right side over to Rich. Rich turning, driving, going underneath. And what do we got? A foul called against the Trojans.
Little hand check on Hester, who I think's done a really good job pestering their best player and has not been able to really get going.
Yeah. Second foul on Caleb Hester, and in the lineup, Tyler Bush, 6-foot senior. Also Mason Griggs, a 6-foot sophomore. Tate Pointer, 6-foot sophomore. And Thompson will toss it in. Comes in the corner to Hagan. He had to look to see if he was stepped out of bounds when he caught the ball. And it's stolen away by Niken. Niken racing to the basket, lays it up and in.
Timeout. Monroe.
And the Trojans out to an 11-4 lead, and a 30-second timeout called by Monroe County's coach Ashley Geralds. We have 2:18 to play here in the first as we take a People's Bank timeout. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you.
Niken's got 10 of our 13, and really should have been an and one opportunity there.
Yeah.
I heard the smack with my headphones on.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
You look at us. He's really taken over. Had a great game so far, and their big gun Rich has attempted 1-3, 1-2, hit neither of them. So
and that 1-3 he took was from 30 feet out.
Right. Our game plan is to really get up on him, make sure we run him off the line, force him to drive. He's not as comfortable when he has to put the ball on the floor, and we've executed that really well through almost 6 minutes.
Rich will bring it up. Mason Griggs guarding him as he brings it up the floor. Still on the dribble, bounces off left side to Georgie Brooks. Brooks against Tate Pointer. Cross it goes to Rich. Spinning in the lane, off of the right side. Blocked by Niken on the shot by Pettit.
He blocked it so well, he probably could have caught it if he judged it a little better. Monroe County through 6 minutes only has one field goal. That was by Kel Hagan.
We're down to minute 57 to go in the first quarter. And Thompson will toss it in. And now Mark Curry, the official, coming in to kind of get between. I think it was Rich and maybe Griggs over there.
They're trying to run kind of a stack play.
And we'll get a foul on Tate Pointer. Trying to cut off Brooks to the baseline. Pointer, his first, team's fourth. Monroe County's ball underneath. And Ryan Shirley will check in lineup for Jacob Shaw. Shirley, 6'1", 180 sophomore.
Niken, the only starter left on the floor right now. Everybody else part of the second five.
They force the ball in play. And it's Cale Hagan trying to work against Niken. Puts up the shot. It's no good. Niken with a rebound. Long pass down the floor to Pointer. Pointer pulls up. 15. Got it.
They just shot it really well.
15-4 Trojans. Minute 37 to play here in the first quarter.
Biggest lead of the night at 11.
And here's Rich with the basketball. A little shake and bake move. Left side, up and under. One-hand shot rolls off the rim. Tyler Bush with a rebound. Looking down the floor. Pointer on the inline. Caught it. Out of bounds. Now Monroe County making some changes here with number 4, John Owen Harlan, 5'10 freshman. Also number 2, Clayton Biggerstaff, a 6-foot junior.
11.
And number 11, that is Tucker Glass, who started the ball game. Minute 22 to play, first quarter. 15-4 Trojans. Rich works against Griggs. Right side, hands it off to Harlan. Harlan working across the key. That gives it back off to Biggerstaff. And don't know what happened, I couldn't see.
Niken saved it inbounds off of, that was 11, so he saved it off of Tucker Glass. Threw it off of him, we'll get the ball back.
Barren County with a minute to play here in the first quarter. Mason Kriggs will bring it up. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Sends it over to Pointer on the right wing. Pointer getting a screen from Niken. Dribbles across and gives to Griggs for the 3. No. Ryan Shirley with the offensive board. Back to Griggs. Halfway the corner, left-hand side. Pointer's got it. Wants to drive. He's cut off in there. Has to hand it back off to Griggs with 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Left side is Pointer. Bluffs the 3. Wants to drive in the corner. Can't go. Shirley with it now. Out to Niken. 25 seconds. Here's Griggs. Going to pull it out for 1 here with 20 seconds to play.
We played so well in the first quarter, we've made them come out of that zone, now guarding this man.
Griggs still on the dribble. Down to 10. Griggs down to 8. Bounce pass, left post. Here's a lob to Niken. Throws it up and in.
Over top of Georgie on a mismatch.
Yeah. 17-4 and a desperation throw from midcourt out of bounds. That's the end of the first quarter. And the Trojans out to a 17-4 lead over Monroe County. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this break. You're following Barren County High Basketball at 103.7 Nash Icon. Second quarter of action here from Trojan Gym. And it's brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer and Rex Rush. Todd Belcher on controls of the Nash Icon Studios. 17-4. Trojans leading Monroe County as we start the second. Ball comes into Rich. Now Rich will work against Mason Griggs. Gets it in front court now. Now Niken has changed off on Rich, but now Griggs has picked him back up. In trouble. Bounce pass comes off. Left side. Oh, a collision and an offensive foul. Biggerstaff made the spin move. And the charge into Tyler Bush.
I think Tay was a little excited that he got that charge call.
Or was it Tay Pointer that took the charge?
Tay took the charge, yeah.
17-4. Niken is on the dribble against Rich out front. Crossover move. Going to have to do something with it. And we're going to get a reach-in foul. charge to Grayson Rich, and that is his first, the team's fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the first half.
Niken was 6 of 8, 5 rebounds in the first quarter. Overall, we were 8 of 12, 75%. Monroe just 1 of 12.
Griggs driving in, floats it up, no good, tips out, and here comes Biggerstaff with it for Monroe County. Holds up now, gives it to Rich. Rich back over the left side to Harlan, and now back in there to Biggerstaff. Biggerstaff got down low, in trouble now, cut off in there by Shirley. Has to shovel it off. There's a shot going up over the backboard, and
stepped out of bounds. Looks like
stepped on the inline, and so it'll be Barren County's basketball.
Yeah, Harlan was on the inline when he caught it.
17-4, almost a minute gone here in the second quarter. Griggs goes right side with it over to Niken. Niken wants to drive against Brooks. He gets bumped, and the shot gets blocked. And here comes Monroe County. Rich on the right side pulls up for the long 3 and drains it.
All he needs is one of those to really get going, though, so we got to match him up.
Tay Pointer on the right side. Oh, a bad pass out over the head of Ryan Shirley. It goes out of bounds.
You got to let Ryan post in that situation. Ryan's not one of those that's going to catch it as he's in midair. He's got an excellent opportunity to post, make a move. That's how he scores.
And apparently a Falcon got a finger on it, and it's out of bounds to the Trojans underneath their basket. Jacob Shaw back in the game. Comes in the corner to Ryan Shirley. Out to Gavin Withrow's back. And Will Bandy. They go to Bandy. Turnaround shot way short. Didn't go iron. And we're going to get a foul call.
Tyler was reverting back to practice all week in his football pads. He just tackled and pushed him into the cheerleaders.
17-7. Monroe County's basketball's Wade Thompson checks back into the Falcon lineup. He'll come in for Biggerstaff. And Brooks will toss it in. It comes into Rich. 6:34 to play here in the first half. Barren County 17, Monroe County 7. Rich on the dribble. Sliding off is Bandy to guard Rich. They go down in low. Here's a shot going up short. Tyler Bush really had the defensive pressure on. Here come the Trojans down the right side with Withrow. Straight away over to Shaw. Bush, left corner. Bush, couple of dribbles out to Withrow, trying to penetrate, goes into the lane, shot goes up, he may get fouled, got his own rebound, put it up, and it's blocked. Brooks comes up with a basketball for Monroe. Pushing it down the floor. Then he lost the handle. Bandy's got it. Bandy feeds it off to Bush, goes under, high off the window, good.
Really good pass, running the break. I like how all of our guys get the ball and they look at our basket. No matter who it is, they run the break.
And that's Tyler Bush's first 2 points this season. He did not score in the first 2 ball games. 19-7 Trojans. Grayson Rich with it, driving, runner, and it's banked in. It's not going to count. Gavin Withrow taking the charge that time. And on Rich, that's his second. 15 foul on Monroe County in the first half as Aiden Niken will return to Coach Warren Cunningham's lineup. And for Monroe County, it is Cale Hagan. Jacob Shaw, right side Withrow, back to Shaw. He's guarded out there by Harlan. Goes left side with it to Bush. Now Bush wanting to screen there, but didn't get it. Looking for Niken. And now Shaw, guarded closely by Harlan. Left side wing, Bush. Jump pass comes over to Withrow. He's cut off. Back over to Shaw on the right wing. Out front it comes to Bush. He'll send it back over to Withrow, out to Shaw. Back over to Withrow. Penetrates, goes right side. Bush from 15, right side, way off the mark. Niken tried to get to the ball, but he fell down and fell over Georgie Brooks. It'll be Monroe County's basketball. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Barren County 19, Monroe County 7. Harlan gets it across for the Falcons, hands it off to Brooks. Bounce pass down in low. Here's Cale Hagan trying to go up and foul on Bandy. His first, team sixth.
That brought his right arm down. Easy foul call.
Going to be 2 shots for Cale Hagan. Hagan, a 66.7% foul shooter. First one in the air. It is rims, and it goes in. 3 for 3 at the line for the Falcons here early.
his offense tonight is just catch it and just try to back you down. If you stand there and definitely get him to lower his shoulder, get an offensive foul on him too.
That one's short. Tyler Bush with a rebound. Shaw cuts toward the middle, sends it off to Niken. He'll throw up a three that is no good. Bandy with the offensive board. Back up on the baseline. Shot won't drop. And Niken rips it out of the air. Backs out to the left wing. Gives to Withrow. Withrow will hand it off to Shaw. Back over to Withrow. Three if it goes. Got it.
That was all made possible by a couple offensive rebounds made. Niken after he took that initial three.
Yeah, Peoples Bank three for Gavin Withrow, and it's 22-8. Here's Harlan dribbling across left side, hands it off to Brooks. Brooks goes right. Now cut off in there by Withrow. Goes left side corner. Thompson goes baseline. Goes under with a shot and puts it in over Withrow. Thompson with his first bucket. It's 22-10. Half the quarter gone. Here in the second. Withrow hangling off to the left side. Now looking back right. Comes back to the middle of the floor. 3:50 to play here in the first half. Withrow still in the dribble. Thompson's backed off of him. Now he's picked up his dribble. Goes to Niken. He's going to fire another three-point shot that's no good. Taking it out of the air is Bandy. Shot goes up. It's short. And we're going to get a foul, or it's out of bounds. Out of bounds to Monroe. Boy, Niken was
way up there.
Way up high. Cody Lane, 5'11 senior, checks into the Trojan lineup. And so does Corbin Murphy, 6'2", 238 junior. 3.5 to go, second quarter, 22-10. Here's Thompson, bounce pass left. Brooks launches a three that's off the mark. And Shaw pulls down the rebound for Barren. Pushing it down the floor. Shaw in the corner. Withrow, baseline jumper, no. Niken tried to get the rebound and does. Fadeaway shot is in and out. And Withrow tried to go with the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. Niken very athletic on the boards. Just can't finish the shots.
Yeah, Niken's been active, but everybody's been active too. I really like our aggressiveness, and when the shot goes up, we got a lot of guys flying at the rim to try to get another opportunity at it. Really, the reason we can do that is because Monroe hasn't been very good offensively, so we're not really scared right now that they're going to get after us.
Jacob Shaw caught with a reach in on John Owen Harlan. That's 2 on Shaw. 7 on the Trojans in the first half. Going to put Monroe County in the bonus for the remaining 3 minutes of this second quarter.
Gavin has to come right back in for Shaw. Didn't get much of a break.
Grayson Rich checking back into the Falcon lineup. He'll come in for Georgie Brooks, and it's John Owen Harlan at the free throw line for Monroe County. 5'10 freshman, averaging almost 4 points a game. 1 to the bonus for Harlan. First one is up, and he hit it too strong off the back iron, and it's going to be rebounded by Withrow. Withrow, right side over to Griggs, and around the perimeter. It's Withrow on the left wing. Bounce past the left elbow. Niken, a lot of traffic, and he walked.
He sure did. He took an extra step as it looked like Harlan stepped in a passing lane.
Tay Pointer coming back in the Trojan lineup for Niken. He's been on the floor the entire game so far, hasn't he?
Yep.
Curtis Pettit back in for Monroe County. 2:40 left to go here in the second. 22-10. It's turning out to be a low-scoring ball game here now. As Monroe County's Cale Hagan works against Corbin Murphy, trying to muscle it up, and going to get a foul on Murphy.
Maybe a walk first, but
and Hagan 1 for 2 here in the first half. And that one comes up short. .229 to go in the second quarter. 22-10, Barren County led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter. And this shot for Hagan, nothing but net. 22-11. Withrow with it for the Trojans. Withrow still in the dribble. Now wants to drive. Hands it off out there to Griggs. Sends it over to Pointer. Back out to Griggs. Now Griggs, left elbow, Cody Lane. Shovels it back off to Pointer for three. No. Missed it badly. Murphy tried to go with the rebound. It bounced off his chest and out of bounds.
We missed a ton of our shots because we short-armed everything. That one, Tay was long, way long on it. Trojans have cooled down. We scored 17 in the first quarter. We've only scored 5 here this whole second quarter. Just 2 minutes left.
As Grayson Ridge drives against Griggs, we're going to get a foul. And that's his first and team's ninth.
Not much of one. He still only has that 1-3. And the pressure, we pressured him as soon as he gets the ball in bounds. We pressured him all up and down the floor and all over their half court.
Grayson Rich puts it up, and it hits the front of the rim and rolls over. It's his fourth point. Knocked down the three in the second quarter. 22-12. And this shot goes up. It's too hard. Murphy with a rebound. Gets rid of it to Withrow. Withrow, left side, Griggs. Back to Withrow, top of the circle. Pointer on the right wing. Can't go. Whips it back around the perimeter again. Withrow on the left side. Gonna fire up. Three-point shot. No. And here's Harlan with it from Monroe County on the left side. Sends it down low. Back out to Hagan. Hagan looking for Rich. He's got it deep on the left side. And now, there's a push off, and then Rich throws up a three, and he missed it. Rebound to Cody Lane. Withrow, long pass down the floor to Pointer. Throws up the shot. There's something there. Going to be a blocking foul on Cale Hagan. His second, team sixth. At the line is Tay Pointer, averaging 8.5 points a game in the first two. First of two, good. Now we get Will Bandy, Aiden Niken, and Tyler Bush back into the Trojan lineup. 1:09 left in the half. It's 23-12. Pointer puts this one in the air, and it rolls in. Jordy Brooks back in the lineup for Monroe County. He'll come in for Tucker Glass. Barren County 24, Monroe County 12. Inbounds pass comes to Rich. As Rich will bring it up against Mason Griggs. Rich gets it across. Trying to work a one-on-one with Griggs. Gives it out to Thompson. Thompson getting the screen, dribbling left, hands it off to Brooks. Brooks now works against Tyler Bush out there. Now bounces down low, and there to Pettit. Hook shot, left-handed, no good. Bush out of the air with a rebound. Niken trying to take it down the right side of the lane. Puts up the shot. It's no good, but we're going to get a foul called on Monroe County. Driving against three Falcons there. And a foul on Harlan, his first, team seventh.
By the time the triple team had come, he'd already kind of committed himself to go to the rim. So at least we'll get.
He's so athletic, he can do that.
Right. Not everybody can do that.
Niken puts it up, no good. He's 0 for 2. He scored 12 points in the first quarter. We've only had 3, a 2, and a couple of free throws here in the second. This shot goes up, and he missed it. Rebound to Monroe County. 35 seconds to play in the half. Harlan with it out front against Pointer. Now hands it off out there to Rich. Rich deep on the left side. Rich sends it over to Brooks. 20 seconds left in the half. Brooks on the dribble, hands it off out there, and it's Rich as Pointer has picked him up now. Gets the screen from Thompson, but he backs away. Now Rich wants to take Pointer one-on-one. 17-foot in the air. No, in and out. Tapped up, no good. That ends the half, but we got a foul called right as a buzzer sounded. And let's see who it's going to be on.
Be on Aiden.
Trying to clear it out. That's his first, team's 10th. And it's going to be 2 shots for Wade Thompson. His time's expired here in the first half. But Thompson, 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Puts this one in the air, and it's good. It's his 5th point of the ball game, 24-13. And one more for Thompson. And he got them both. So our score here at halftime, Barren County 24 and Monroe County 14. The Trojans only scored 7 points in the second quarter. Monroe County scores 10 in the second period of play. We'll come back with a halftime report in just a moment. Brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grills. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon. Trojan Gym on a late Friday the 13th, as the Trojans lead the Falcons here 24-14 at the break. Welcome you to the halftime report, brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business, and for every $25 purchase in gift cards, you'll get a $5 bonus card. Book your Christmas parties too with Colton's. Merry Christmas from Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Trojans led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter and got outscored in the second quarter by the Falcons 10-7. Monroe County in the first half, 6 points from Wade Thompson. He had a field goal and 4 for 4 at the foul line. 4 points for Grayson Rich. He knocked down a 3-point shot. He was 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Cale Hagan with 4 points in the first half. A 2-point field goal and 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Tucker Glass and Curtis Pettit started the ball game, did not score. John Owen Harlan, Clayton Biggerstaff, and Georgie Brooks saw action but did not score in the first half. For the Trojans, 12 points from Aiden Nyken. He's got half of Barren County's points, and he scored all those in the first quarter on 6 field goals. He was 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. 4 points for Tate Pointer. He had a field goal and 2 of 2 free throws. A 3-pointer for Gavin Withrow, and 3 points for Will Bandy. He scored those in the first quarter on a 2-point basket and 1 of 2 from the line. Jacob Shaw went scoreless in the first half. And Tyler Bush, of course, had 2 points there in the second quarter. And Mason Griggs, Corbin Murphy, Cody Lane, and Ryan Shirley saw action but not score. Caleb Hester started the ball game and did not score in the first half. Foul situation, Jacob Shaw with 2, Caleb Hester with 2, 1 each on Will Bandy, Aiden Nyken, Tyler Bush, Mason Griggs, Corbin Murphy, and Tay Pointer. And on the Falcon side, Grayson Rich with 2 fouls and Cale Hagan with 2, Wade Thompson, John Owen Harlan, and Clayton Biggerstaff with 1 each. And take a look at the first half stats. Robert?
All righty.
Looks like the Trojans were 10 of 28 for 36% in the first half. Only 1 of 8 from 3, though, for 12.5. 3 of 7 for the line. Not really getting it done there, but from the field in the first quarter, we set the world on fire. Almost, well, we were 8 of 12. We were 75%, cooled way, way, way down, shooting only 45% in the second quarter. So, fortunately for us, though, the Falcons didn't set it on fire in the second quarter when we cooled off. Overall for the game so far, they're 3 of 21 for just 14%. Only hit that 1-3. For us, just some things to look at. Aiden Nyken was 6 of 12. He really took over there kind of in the first quarter and got us out of the gate. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double. He had 9 rebounds in the first half. 5 of those were offensive. For the Trojans, we had 21 total rebounds compared to 7. I spoke about our aggressiveness and how well we were hitting the boards. That stat right there shows that. We turned it over twice. Monroe turned it over 4 times. They got to the line 11 times. One of the only things that's keeping them in the game is their trips to the line and making a few more than we are. So, excellent first half. Slowed it down in the second, but what you've got to be happy with, Rich only has 1 bucket, and I think he's the catalyst to Monroe County. When he's not having a good game, Monroe County finds no other way really to score. Everything has to go through him.
24-14 here at the break, and don't forget tomorrow we got the Barren Hoops Classic here starting at 12 noon, and there will be 4 boys games, 1 girls game tomorrow, starting with 12 noon with Warren Central, the Dragons, against Henderson County, and then followed by Louisville Fairdale and Murfreesboro Riverdale. Monroe County Falcons, Edmonson County Wildcats at 3 o'clock. And then the Trojanettes, who won earlier tonight over Monroe County 69-37. They'll take on highly ranked Elizabethtown at 4:30 tomorrow. And then followed by the Trojans in Hopkinsville at around 6 o'clock or so. We'll have the broadcast of both the Trojanettes game and the Trojans game beginning around 4:15. If not, it could be a little later than that. And those games will be heard on our sister station, the new 104 The Score, 104.7 FM, and online at the new 104thescore.com. We'll come back, get ready for second half action here as the Trojans lead the Falcons 24-14. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Trojan Gym here on a Friday night. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer and Rex Rush. Todd Belcher in our studios on controls. And I want to remind you about Tuesday night. Of course, we'll be at Edmonson County Monday night for a girl-boy doubleheader. But Tuesday night, something different. Trojans and Trojanettes will host Caverna at Park City Elementary Gym as part of a throwback heritage game. And should be a great atmosphere for that with the special event going on. The girls' game will start at 6, followed by the boys. Admission is $5 for school age and up. Barren County season basketball passes will be honored. However, seating capacity is only about 1,200, and it will be a first-come, first-served basis as far as getting into the gym. So if it gets to capacity, no one else will be allowed to get in. We will be broadcasting the games, though, on Nash Icon 103.7 and on the new 104thescore.com on Tuesday night. It'll be interesting. You know, I think John Butler went with me to Hart Memorial a couple of years ago when Barren County Trojans played Hart County in a boys' game up there, and that was a little different, playing in an elementary gym.
They were remodeling Hart County or building them a new school. They had the girls at Mumfordville and the boys at Memorial. Is that what it was?
They did. The girls did play at Mumfordville. Of course, it was the same night,
right?
And we had to kind of pick and choose which game we wanted to do. So, but that was it was interesting.
Looks like our Monday night opponent, both their boys and girls dropped games to Grayson County tonight. Edmonton County's boys lost by 2, 48-50, and their girls lost by 10, 66-56 to Grayson. And then our Tuesday night opponent at Park City, Caverna, their boys won tonight over Greene County 65-59.
That's a district game, too, for them.
Right.
District 18. Of course, you mentioned Edmonson County. They'll be here tomorrow to take on Monroe County Falcons at 3 o'clock. So we haven't mentioned the student section tonight.
Well, it looks like
I see a lot of hats.
Maybe camo night or
what do you call
camo or flannel
night?
Country night. I don't know. a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a little mix of everything in there. All right, it's going to be Barren County's basketball to start the second half. This third quarter is sponsored by Southern States Glasgow Co-op.
Might have some moms listening tonight to make sure their kids aren't lying about being late for curfew.
Yeah, it's going to be a late one tonight. Right? Here's Niken with it on the right side. We just started the second half, and it is 9:47. Jacob Shaw over to Hester on the right side. Gets a screen from Niken, dribbles to the top of the key, gives to Bandy, pulls the trigger for a three, bounces off. Niken with the board, and he puts it in.
That gives him his double-double with his 10th rebound on that putback and extends it back to 12.
26-14. 30 seconds gone in the third. Here's Georgie Brooks at the left elbow. Turnaround jump shot from 17 straight away, and he hits it. That's his first 2 points this season.
You know they're welcoming him back with open arms. Nice addition. Gives him some athleticism and scoring.
Barren County 26, Monroe County 16. Jacob Shaw, right side over to Hester on the wing. Hester looking down low, working inside. We got a foul called. It's going to be Shaw headed to the free throw line for the Trojans. And a foul charge to Pettit. Curtis Pettit, that's his first, the team's first of the second half. Caleb Shaw, who's averaging 12.5 points a game in the first 2 games, trying to get his first points tonight, and he does.
Hester gave up on that cut just a little early and was looking to reverse the basketball. It's amazing how little bitty things like that are the difference in a layup versus getting fouled and have to go earn them at the stripe.
And Shaw cans both tosses. It's 28-16, Barren. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. As Grayson Rich works it down left side, pulls up in trouble, hands it off out there to Brooks. Brooks trying to penetrate. Up and under shot, forces up the shots, an air ball. Bandy's got it, and he gives it off to Shaw. Down the left corner, Hester. Hester will throw it out to Bandy. Bandy pulls up 17-footer straight away, in and out. May have got fouled, but no whistle. And a rebound comes off to Monroe County. And it's Rich pulling up and shooting the three. Short off the left side of the rim. Brooks offensive rebound in traffic. Shot gets swatted, but he gets fouled.
Ball fake sold it to Nike and got him up in the air and went into it.
And that's going to be number 2 on Aiden Niken. First of the second half against the Trojans. And Georgie Brooks at the line for 2 shots. First one is in the air. It's good. 28-17. Brooks gets them both. 28-18 Trojans. 6.5 to go in the third. Jacob Shaw guarded out there by Wade Thompson. Out in the middle of the floor. Right side over to Hester. Hester getting the screen from Niken. Dribbles to the top of the key. Left-handed pass comes to Shaw. Pulls the trigger for three. It's no good. Trying to get his own rebound. And Brooks comes out of there with it on the run for Monroe County. Brooks bounce pass underneath and a layup no good for Hagan. They got partially blocked. Here comes Niken. Niken, ooh, a collision here. A blocking foul on Grayson Rich, and that's going to be number 3.
Hayden tried to Euro step around him, but he was in the way and tripped him up.
And Shaw will put the ball in play out to Bandy. Now here's Withrow. Withrow dumps it in there to Bandy. Puts it up. It is good and a foul.
Ran that play perfectly. Sold it as Shaw coming out for the 3 and left Bandy wide open.
Pettit, that's his second personal, number 3 on Monroe County here in the second half. Bandy puts it in the air, and it's too strong. Brooks pulls down the rebound. Outlet pass up court on the right side to Rich. Down in the corner goes to Thompson. Thompson feeds it there to Hagan. Right elbow. His jumper, no. Rebound to Withrow for the Trojans. Comes to the middle of the floor, throws it off to Niken. Niken with a spin move. Blocking foul on Brooks. And now a technical foul. Been charged to Coach Ashley Geralds. Not liking the call whatsoever. And so Brooks picks up his first, and that'll be with the technical foul. That'll be the, is it the 4th team foul?
To be honest with you, I think that's right.
Going to put Jacob Shaw at the line for the shots. And it's up and in. 3 for 3 for Jacob Shaw. 31-18. Man, this technical free throw shot also good. 4 for 4 for Jacob Shaw. Lead pushes out to 14. Timeout for Monroe County. This will be a People's Bank timeout with 5:39 to play here in the third quarter, and he's going to ask for a full timeout. And Ashley Gerald's going to spend the timeout talking with referee Brian Morgan.
To be honest with you, Ashley Gerald's has kind of been asking for a technical all night. He's been out of the coach's box, up and down the sideline, really not happy with the way that our kids are he feels like getting calls. And, you know, when you're down 17-4 at the end of the fourth quarter, you got to do something to change the momentum, whether that's get a technical and try to fire your kids up or kind of get a couple more calls to go your way. That's just sometimes the way the game goes. But that technical didn't help him as far as the score goes. We'll get the ball back and try to add to our lead, which I think is our largest at 14. Is that right?
Correct.
Well, our kids have just played really well and kind of went through a lull in the second quarter, but have been able to overcome it nicely here in the third quarter. Already put 8 on the board, and we haven't even played 3 minutes.
The Trojans led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter, and by 10 at halftime, 24-14. And now it's, excuse me, back up to 14 at 32-18. And it'll be Trojans basketball. Out of the side across the way, almost at midcourt. Shaw will toss it in, comes into Niken. He'll hand it right back to Shaw. And now looking for Withrow. He's got it near the timeline. Works against Grayson Rich. Bounce pass right comes to Shaw. Had it poked out of his hands, got it back from Thompson. And now Shaw has it taken away, and then Shaw fouled him.
Yep.
That's his third. Barren County second of the half. Mason Griggs will come in for Jacob Shaw, who have to sit down a little while with those 3 personal fouls. Ball comes into Rich. Guarded by Caleb Hester. Bounce pass left comes to Brooks. Brooks dribbles across the key. Now he's picked up his dribble, goes in there to Hagan. He drives to the basket. And a collision. We have blocking foul on Mason Griggs. Where's it on Withrow?
I think they're going to get Withrow first. because although the technical foul just got called over a block charge, it would have been really hard not to call that one a charge because he had his arm all the way out in the chest of, was it Griggs, right?
Cale Hagan at the line. His first toss is good. He's 3 for 5 from the stripe, and he's got 5 points tonight. Tyler Bush coming in to give Will Bandy a breather here. 32-19, Barren at 5:13 to play in the third quarter. Hagan puts it up off the front of the rim, and Hester couldn't get the rebound, but tapped it to Niken. Right side, Hester. He's going to open. Three-pointer. Good. Nobody came out to defending. People's Bank 3 for Caleb Hester. Pushes it out to 16 now, 35-19. Hagan on the left side. Bounces to Brooks. Brooks brings it back out deep on the left. In the corner goes to Hagan. Goes up the baseline. A shot off the window, no good. Niken with a rebound. Sprinting down the floor for the Trojans. Taking it all the way to the rack. Flips it up. Rolls it in, no good, and a foul. Offensive foul on Niken. He's got a little bit out of control on that one.
Maybe that was
very close.
But you know what I just said. Maybe in that situation after a technical foul, who's that going to go to?
Yeah. Ryan Shirley coming in for Aiden Niken. So Niken now with 3 fouls. He'll join Shaw on the bench.
We still got a long way to go. It's not even halfway through the third quarter yet. Already a long night.
Brooks wanting to screen out there. Brooks still on the dribble. Now needs help. Here's the lob, and it's caught by Hagan. Down low, back to Brooks. Fakes one way, goes the other. 17-footer to the right side, pops out. Battle for the rebound. Grabbed in there by Ryan Shirley. Trojans got it. Coming the other way. Withrow out to Griggs, over to Hester, deep on the right. Gives it in there to Tyler Bush, right side of the lane. Back out to Hester for another 3. Rims no good. Shirley the rebound, back up. No, it won't go. And the ball comes off to Griggs. Barren County keeps it alive. Withrow for a 3. It spins out. And we got a foul on the rebound. And they're going to put it on Ryan Shirley. 5 fouls on the Trojans in the second half. And had the shots, it just wouldn't go.
Gavin's shot was all the way down, wasn't it?
3:48 to play here in the third. Grayson Rich with the basketball for Monroe. And we got a whistle away from the ball. Now what do we got?
I wasn't watching. They're going to call it on Griggs. So. Said he was holding. It looked like Wade Thompson trying to go through a cut.
And that'll be 2 on Griggs, 6 on the Trojans.
Work, Caleb.
As Rich will handle the basketball for the Falcons. They work it down low. We got a whistle. Offensive foul. Ryan Shirley taking the charge. The offensive foul on Thompson, his second, team's 5th.
Wade Thompson, left-handed, was very uncomfortable on the right-hand side and just kind of out of control, turned in to Shirley.
And John Owen Harlan, along with Curtis Pettit, return to the Falcon lineup here. Also, Glass is back on the court for Coach Ashley Jarrells. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Barren County 35, Monroe County 19. Griggs wants to drive against Harlan. And goes to the baseline, going to get a foul call. And on Harlan, that will be number 2 on him. 6 on the, or is that 7? They got 7 up on the board. So Trojans be in the bonus the rest of the game.
Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. We're still 3 1/4 left in the third period.
And Griggs hits the first for his first point of the night.
What was it? That second half against Southmoreland the other night lasted like 2, or like it seemed like 2 hours, but it lasted an hour.
Like this third quarter here is. I mean, it's just going forever. Griggs hits both of them, and it's 36-19. Is that right?
36-19.
37-19. I thought we may have missed a point up there on the board. Grayson Rich, left side over to Brooks. Cross-court pass comes to Glass. He'll drive in for the layup. Good.
Kind of messed up that rotation right there a little bit. Left the lane.
37-21. Shirley on the left wing. Out to Withrow. Right side, Griggs. Now Griggs on the dribble, wants to drive against Harlan. Dishes it off over to Hester. Back out front it comes to Withrow. Left side corner, Shirley. Here's the lob down to Bush. Bush in a lot of traffic throws up the shot and got it to drop.
Yeah. Scored it the difficult way, had it point blank and pulled it out a little bit further away, but still bounced it in.
39-21. Barren County, 2.5 to go in the third. Here's Grayson Rich on the dribble. Tyler Bush out guarding him this time. And now switching off is Hester. Hester trying to stay with him. Leans in for the shot. And they're going to call a foul on Hester. He leaned into Hester. And that's 3 on Caleb Hester.
Yeah, we're a little bit of foul trouble.
3 starters with 3.
That's the offensive player creating the contact there, leaning into it and trying to draw the foul.
And Rich can't hit the free throw, so he'll have one more. He's 1 for 3 at the line. Only a field goal tonight, and that is a 3. Caleb Hester checking out with those 3 fouls. Tay Pointer in to replace him for Coach Warren Cunningham.
Is that 18.2 Rich averages, and just 4 or 5 make it as he hits that free throw tonight. Trojans done an excellent job on him. The reason we're up by 17.
Right. 39-22, cross-court pass comes to Pointer. Pointer out to Withrow. Withrow, diagonal pass inside. Here's Bush. Shot no good. Rebound to Georgie Brooks from Monroe County. 2 minutes to play in the third. Pull up, long 3, good for Rich.
He can do that. At some point, he's just going to get frustrated enough. He's going to try to do that and take the game over.
39-25. Lead is at 14 for Barren County. Pointer can't shoot the 3. Had it smacked away by Brooks. Got it back, though. Withrow into the free throw line. Over to Bush. And now Bush dribbles out. Gives it back over to Pointer. Deep on the right. Goes across the paint. Gives it in there to Griggs, the left elbow. Back to Pointer. Can't shoot the 3. Trying to drive in. He's cut off. Needs help. Throws it back out to Withrow. Goes right side with it over to Griggs. Now Griggs back out front to Pointer. Swings it left to Withrow. Screened by Shirley. Goes right down the lane. Put it up. He got it blocked from behind. Digging it out of there is Glass from Monroe County. He gives it off to Brooks. Heads toward the middle. Shoves it off over to Glass. Glass cut off by Pointer. Back out to Brooks for the 3. And he hit it.
2 threes. And we'll have to use our first timeout as we approach a minute left in the third. They cut it to 11 real quickly after it was 17.
So we'll take a People's Bank of Glasgow timeout with 1:02 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County lead now at 11, 39-28, as they led by, what was it, 14?
I think it was 17.
Maybe it's 17.
Let me run it back here on the...
It was 17. Reminder about tomorrow. Again, the games will start at 12 noon here with the Barren Hoops Classic. Warren Central against Henderson County at 12, then followed by Louisville Fairdale and Murfreesboro Riverdale. Monroe County Falcons and the Edmonson County Wildcats at 3. Trojanettes at Elizabethtown at 4:30. And then the Trojans in Hopkinsville at 6 o'clock. We'll have all the action of the Trojans and Trojanettes games beginning around 4:15 tomorrow. And that will be over on our new FM sports station, the new 104 The Score, 104.7 FM, and at 104thescore.com because of the Cave City Christmas Parade that'll be aired here on Nash Icon tomorrow evening.
Maybe they'll let you do a sideline report from the Christmas parade.
Sideline report.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Interview Santa Claus.
That was a great catch on that peppermint that Santa threw out to you. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
What do you think on that one?
All right.
Should be 2 good games, though, tomorrow night for our boys and girls. We
2 good tests
didn't schedule any slouches for that class.
No. And now Monroe County's trying to trap the ball. It goes in the middle to Shirley. Shirley works it toward the rack. He gets it blocked from behind out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Trojans underneath at 49.5 to play here in the third quarter.
He had a lane to the hoop that closed real quickly on him.
Bandy's back in the game now for Coach Warren Cunningham. Griggs dumps in Bandy. Tried to go up with a shot, and looked like it might have got partially blocked, but we got it back. Pointer for 3. Bingo!
Bandy's shot did get blocked. Shirley chased it down and kicked it out to Tay Pointer, and we'll have a delay of game warning on us. We just grabbed the ball as it come through the hoop.
And that is the third People's Bank 3 tonight for Barren County. Withrow had one in the second quarter. Hester hit a 3. And now Pointer with a 3 here in the third.
That answered Monroe's back-to-back threes.
So we're closing down on the third quarter. It is Rich, the free throw line. Shot rejected by Bandy. Here's a pass whipped down low to Harlan. Back out for Glass. 3. Missed it. Saved in bounds. Picked off, and it's Griggs up court. Bandy tapped it. Saves it in bounds. Gives it to Shirley. Out to Porter. Another 3. No. Off high. Rebound by Bush. Bush kicks it back to Porter. Another 3 ball in the air. No good. Bush with another offensive rebound. Throws it up, falling away. No, that's the end of the third quarter. Wow. Trojans 42, Falcons 28. We come back to the fourth and final quarter after this break. You're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Trojans outscored the Falcons 18-14 in the third quarter. The lead was 17 at one time. Now it's down to 14. It's 42-28. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Rex Rush, and Todd Belcher in the studios. As we start this fourth quarter, going a little weave out there. Fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Rich with the basketball. As Bandy had to switch off on him. Left corner, Harlan pulls the trigger. It is no good. Batted up in the air. Bandy catches it. And now he'll bring it up floor, and he'll give it to Griggs and down to the right corner. Ryan Shirley with a spin move, trying to go up with a shot, and he's fouled. And it's on Monroe County's Wade Thompson. That is his third. And that's Monroe County's 8th of the second half. Ryan Shirley, sophomore, 2 shots. First one, good. Jacob Shaw returning to the Trojan lineup. He's been on the bench for quite a while with 3 fouls. And Shirley puts this one in the air.
Wave it off.
A lane violation.
Bandy stepped in a little too soon, but that'll get Aiden back in.
43-28. Barren County, 7:27 to play.
Trojans just 5 of 19, 26% in the third quarter, but Monroe only 4 of 11. So not much better either way. Getting up 8 more shots, Monroe County will actually let us push the lead out in the third.
Rich trying to penetrate. He's cut off. Gives it out there to Glass.
Don't reach.
And Pointer trying to reach in on him there to swipe it away. And Coach Cunningham says don't reach. And here's Rich. And a 14-foot shot's no good. Niken out of the air with it for the Trojans. Pushing it down the floor. Niken drives in against Brooks. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Georgie Brooks. His second. Number 9 on the Falcons in the second half. And Aiden Niken, who scored 12 points in the first quarter, has only scored 2 since then.
And that was at the very beginning of the quarter, or the half. He got that rebound and a putback.
And short arms the free throw. He's 0 for 4.
As a team, we haven't shot excellent from the strike.
And this shot goes up, and he drills that one. 15th point for Aiden Niken. It's 44-28 Barren. 6:53 to go in the basketball game. Harlan's got it. Works it against Bush. Off to Brooks. He circles around. Left side. Rich out to Glass. Drives in against Niken. He walked.
Big time.
Forced up the shot, and it's an air ball. Barren County coming out of there with it. There's Hester off to Shaw. Shaw sends it over to Niken. Niken's going to fire a three. Spins out. Rebound taken by Glass from Monroe County. Long pass down the floor. Harlan pulls up, shoots over Shaw, and he hits it from 15 feet away. It's Harlan's first 2 points tonight. 44-30, 6:15 to go in the basketball game. And they try to feed it in there to Niken. Ball's loose. They're digging for it, and Dyken down on the floor. Jump ball.
Good jump. Should be ours.
Back to Barren on the alternating possession. 6:10 to play. And we're going to get Cale Hagan back in from Monroe County. He'll come in for Glass. And it's Barren County's basketball underneath to the right. Here's the lob into Niken. Niken goes up against Thompson. Had it blocked. He got it back. Put it up. Got it in the foul with a left hand. And on Wade Thompson, that's his fourth, team's 10th. Shot goes up. It's no good. Niken really having trouble from the foul line tonight. He's only 1 of 6. But it's a 16-point lead for the Trojans. Just under 6 minutes to play the basketball game. Another long three by Rich.
The only way they make this as a game is if we send them to the free throw line a ton here in the last 5.5 minutes, or if he just starts pulling the trigger and hitting everything.
Lob down in the corner to Bush. Cross-court pass Hester. Baseline is Bandy. Reverses up and in. Nice move by Will Bandy. That's his 7th point of the game. 48-33 Barren County. 5:28 to play. Rich trying to work out there against Hester. Left side, hands it off to Brooks. He circles around to the right, goes to Hagan. Hagan moving down into the paint, throws up the shot. It's good, and foul going to be called against the Trojans. Hagan with his 7th point. The foul on Will Bandy, his 2nd. Team's 8th.
We're going for ball fakes galore tonight. We blocked a lot of shots, but when they show us the ball, we have left our feet.
Our matchups, White.
Lead is down at 13, 48-35. Hagan is 3 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight. And he puts this one up. It's good. So he completes an old-fashioned 3-point play, gives him 8 points. The lead is down to 12, 48-36. Largest has been 17. And now they try to trap in that 2-2-1 half-court trap, and Niken having trouble. Forces up the shot, and he hit it. Man, I'll tell you what.
Played a great game and had Pettit hanging on him when he made that one.
And here is Rich, fadeaway shot to the baseline from the left side, no good. Hester racing down the court. Too much for Bush. He saves it, threw it behind his back, but it's going to be Monroe County coming up with a basketball.
Saved it towards their basket.
Yeah.
They had a 3-on-none, and they didn't even go for it.
50-36. And it's Harlan. Picks up his dribble, bounces down inside there. It's Curtis Pettit up with the left hand. He hit it. Tough shot for Pettit. First 2 points of the game. Now the lead back down to 12 at 50-38. Hester leaning in. Shot too strong against the glass. Monroe County back the other way. Hagan, left side. Brooks pulls up. 17-footer. Good for Brooks. Brooks has come in and scored 9 points. And now the lead is cut to 10 at 50-40 and still 4:14 to play.
Took a wild shot on our end that was probably ill-advised, which made a quick possession, and they turned it around and got it back to that 10-point mark where it hadn't been in a while. And I was kind of looking at Warren to call a timeout, but Gerald's called it before he could. He gives them 2 left, and I think we've only burned 1, so we still have 4 left down the stretch here.
Take a People's Bank timeout. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. It is late night Friday night. Of course, we didn't get on the air until about 7 o'clock tonight with a 7:15 tip. Power outage around the Barren County campus and part of Glasgow.
If we were down at the end zone, we'd have played on time. The power was down.
The power was on down there.
Yeah,
we must be on 2 separate substations or something.
Must be, but it was down the hill, it was on, and up the hill, it was off.
Anyway, it was about an hour, 15-minute delay for tip of the girls' game tonight, which Trojanettes won 69-37.
Well, I'm glad we got it in because, like you said, we'd have had to just do this all over and find a night to do it. And there's not even many Saturdays there. You can
every Saturday in December filled up and 2 in January.
Have to be on a Monday or an odd night. Yeah, I think they had some kind of substitution issue here where they tried to check Grayson Rich out and Biggerstaff in. Wouldn't let him come in the game because he got to the table too late.
Trojans ball, Jacob Shaw. Gives it over to Withrow. He's in a trap. It's deflected. And Shaw got it in the backcourt. He'll throw it in the middle to Shirley. He picked up the pivot foot. So Monroe County now a chance to cut it to single digits after trailing by 17. And Harlan will toss it in. Comes into Rich. Now got Mason Griggs guarding him this time. Rich now sliding off is Bush. Wants to drive against Bush. Now gives it off to Hagan. Hagan curls around, gives it back to Rich. Another long three. It's short. Loose ball inside and put up no good for Thompson, and a foul on Barren County.
Had inside position on us. We just didn't fight for it there.
That's going to be 3 on Mason Griggs. Number 9 on the Trojans here in the second half, and Thompson is a perfect 4 for 4 at the stripe. Shooting about 76.5% from the foul line in the first 4 ball games, and that one's perfect.
We got several with 3, but nobody with 4 yet. Is that right?
Aiden Nyken back in the Trojan lineup. 50-41. That's the closest Monroe County's been in a while. Since probably first quarter.
Run it way back to get that single digits.
And that one's in and out for Thompson. Nyken with a rebound. Gives to Shaw. Now back to that 2-2-1 half-court trap for Monroe County. Shaw, top of the key. Had a look at a 3, didn't take it. Shirley in the corner. Out to Nyken in the key. Nyken trying to make a move inside. Ooh, he's going to be called for the charging foul. He lowered that shoulder into John Owen Harlan. And now Nyken picks up his 4th. He's the first Trojan to pick up 4. That's 10 on the Trojans in the second half. And Aiden's going to have to sit down for a little bit.
He needs to understand the importance of him being on the floor in that situation and not lower his shoulder and try to force anything. You got to go back to 13-4 and 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter where this was this close.
And here's Thompson giving it out to Brooks, top of the circle. Feeds it, left elbow, Hagan. Now he'll give it back out to Brooks with a bounce pass. Back out in there, and it's deflected, and Harlan chases it down on the side. On the left side, and he'll give it in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Thompson tried to get the rebound, ripped away by Shaw. Outlet pass, Shirley, wide open layup is good.
Good look ahead by Shaw, who grabbed the board.
52-41, back up to 11. Rich with a basketball, crossover dribble, and pass got batted back to him. Underneath, here's Hagan scoring a foul on Shirley. Two on Ryan Shirley. Will Bandy will come in for Shirley with 2:39 still to play, and the lead is 9 for Barren County. Hagan, 4 for 7. Shot goes up, and it's good.
It'll be a long 2:39. We went from what was very comfortable to very uncomfortable. And this trend continues. It's going to be a one-possession game by the time we get under a minute.
Yeah, Monroe County seeing that 2-2-1 half-court trap, too. Bounce pass here to the near side comes to Griggs. He's being chased, double team. Withrow, right side, Bush. Bush throws it out to Griggs. Griggs trying to penetrate, goes into the lane. Whistle and a foul on the Falcons, and they're going to put this one on Georgie Brooks.
Got to make our free throws.
Yeah, that's 3 on Brooks. Mason Griggs is 2 for 2, and he scored those in the third quarter. And here's a shot. It's up, and it rims good. Wade Thompson and Cale Hagan returning to the Monroe County lineup. Biggerstaff and Class will check out. (53-44) Trojans. 2:23 still to play. Griggs puts this one in the air, and he got that one. Perfect 4 for 4 at the stripe for Mason Griggs. 10-point Trojan lead, 2:20 to go. And Grayson Rich. Right side over to Harlan. Harlan dribbles it out. Hands it off to Brooks out front. Brooks goes around to the right side. Cut off in there by Griggs. Baseline Hagan. Hagan looking for Rich. He's got it in the right corner. Rich now. Bring it out halfway. Now being chased there by Shaw. And Shaw be called for overguarding.
Yeah.
And that's 4 on Jacob Shaw. So now the Trojans with Aiden Niken, Jacob Shaw, 4 fouls. Still a minute 58 to play. Rich at the line. He's 2 for 4 tonight, but he's knocked down 3 3-point shots. He hits that one, and now that gives him 12 points on the night. And Coach Ashley Geralds wants a timeout before Rich shoots the second free throw, and it's a full timeout.
It's an odd timeout. That's his next to last one, and you disrupt the free throw rhythm there of your shooter.
Minute 58 to play, and it is Barren County 54, Monroe County 45. Again, tomorrow, Barren Hoops Classic starts at 12 noon, almost 12 hours from now.
We're here so late, your seat might still be warm when you find it again in the morning.
That's right. Warren Central and Henderson County at noon, Louisville, Fairdale, Murfreesboro, Riverdale. Following that one, then Monroe County. They might as well just stay all night over here. They play Edmonson County at 3.
I'll rent them my classroom. They'll make a donation to our program. Really cheap. They'll have to sleep on the tables, though.
All right. Trojanettes in Elizabethtown at 4:30, and the Trojans in Hopkinsville at 6. We'll have the broadcast of the Trojanettes game and the Trojans game on the new 104 The Score, 104.7 FM, and online at the new 104thescore.com as Nash Icon will be airing the Cave City Christmas Parade tomorrow evening. Monday night will be at Edmonson County. Tuesday night at Park City Elementary for the Trojans and Trojanettes against Caverna.
Hey, block out.
Grayson Rich back in the line now for Monroe County. 54-45 Trojans and a minute 58 to play. The shot goes up and it's good for Grayson Rich. 13 for Rich, 54-46.
Need to run some clock and get a good possession here.
Now they go to a 1-2-2 3/4 court trap. And Withrow in the trap. Got rid of it to Niken. He turns toward the basket. Feeds it off underneath to Bandy. Can't get the shot to go, but he gets fouled.
It's hard to pass up that, even though you want to run some clock. It's hard to pass up in the layup from one of your big guys.
It's going to be 3 on Harlan. And Will Bandy tonight is 1 of 3 at the stripe. This shot goes up. It rims good. 8 points for Will Bandy. Tyler Bush and Caleb Hester checking back the Trojan lineup. So that will leave Griggs, Niken, and Bandy, who's at the free throw line.
You really want to let anybody but Rich shoot the ball. You'd rather Brooks not shoot it, but anybody else.
Bandy missed it. Rebound Monroe County. Minute 40 to play. 9-point ball game, 55-46. Harlan. And he'll hand it off out there to Rich. Rich trying to go against Griggs. Throws up a shot, fade away, no good. Got his own rebound, back up and in.
Everybody just kind of stood and let somebody else or wanted somebody else to get the rebound.
And now the lead is at 7. And we're going to timeout by Coach Warren Cunningham. And this is definitely the closest Monroe County's been since early in the first quarter.
Yeah, we have to roll it way back to that first quarter to find the lead.
Largest lead was 17. Now it's 7, 55-48. Take a People's Bank timeout. When you're away from your radio, you can log on to the new Listen Online link for Barren County Sports on your computer or laptop. Go to www.104thescore.com/Barren County. The stream link is at the top of the content area of the Barren County Sports page. BCHS Sports Stream. Click Trojans Live online for the broadcast of Barren County High basketball. Again, that's www.104thescore.com/Barren County.
Send Jay an email. Let him know how far you're listening from. The farthest listener gets an autographed Jay Turner photograph.
I don't do autographs after 10 o'clock.
You just have to pay shipping and handling. You got to go back to 4 minutes to go in the first quarter at 9-2 when the lead was down that close. So Trojans kind of flirting with making it a game here.
Yeah.
I guess the Falcons are flirting. The Trojans are letting them.
Yep, 78 seconds to play as Withrow tosses it into Shaw. Lobs it to midcourt. Ooh, dangerous pass. Bandy, baseline shot. 1:01 to go. Shaw puts this one up. Good again. Perfect 6 for 6 for Jacob Shaw. All of his points coming from the free throw line. It's 57-48. Rich driving into the paint, banks it up and in. Boy, what a tough shot.
It's their last time out.
Rich with 13 of his 17 points here in the second half. 57-50 and a full timeout with 53 seconds to play. Stay tuned for the CPC Commodities post-game report. And we've about given all the scores tonight.
I was going to say, we could do the KHSA scoreboard report tonight.
We're actually
courtside.
probably the last game in the state to finish.
Say if you looked at the scoreboards, there'd be almost everything posted. There's a few games not posted, but some people don't call them in as soon as the
That's
games
true,
are over.
yeah.
Our guys are really good about calling them in. I get the score notification almost as soon as the game's over. But you know, some of these games on Eastern time are definitely over with.
Yeah, because it would be almost 11:30.
Yeah. Anyways, we're probably one of the last 2 or 3 games in the state for sure, but I'd be willing to bet we're the last one.
57-50, Barren County's basketball with a 7-point lead. 53 seconds to go. Monroe County will pressure and put the full court press on.
Will be ready to go help, Will.
And it is Hester getting the ball in play to Shaw. He's in the trap. Now he turns up court with it and gives it in the middle to Bandy. Feeds it off to Withrow. Lays it up. Oh, he missed the layup. Follow up good for Niken.
Good job breaking the press there. Finding opens.
59-50. 38 seconds on the other end. Here's a layup by Rich and a foul. And it's on Caleb Hester, and that's his fourth.
Thought they could have maybe put it on Niken, which would have been worse.
Yeah, because that would have been his fifth. Rich at the line. He's hit his last 3 free throws. This one is up, and it's good. 59-53. Now it's a 2-possession game with 37 seconds remaining, and we almost threw it away. Cross-court pass, Bandy driving in. He gets fouled hard and goes to the floor. And the basket's going to count, and the foul is on Glass.
Just waiting for him to pop up there to celebrate that one a little bit. That was a strong left-handed hoop by Bandy.
61-53, 32.2 to play. He puts this one up, and it's good. 62-53, 30 seconds to go. Rich quickly in the front court, pulls up, shoots the 3. No. Ball tapped around, and coming up with it is Bandy, and he gets fouled. With 22.7, and a foul on Thompson. That's 5 on Wade Thompson. So he'll foul out with 7 points. Had a field goal in the second quarter, and he had 5 of 6 free throws. And Harlan will come in to replace Thompson.
Number 4, Harlan. Tyler's got him.
Where was Allen County Scottsville's game tonight? Was that
Allen County played
Cumberland County?
Cumberland, and I never got any more updates on those.
I'm getting a text that game's at halftime. And how could that be?
Well, I don't know that.
Could it be possible they had a power outage down there too? Second shot's good for Bandy.
I mean, anything's possible, but
63-53. Rich Driving, trying to shovel it in there. It's taken away by Bandy. 13 seconds to play. Well, they both won tonight, so I don't think that's at halftime. 6 seconds to let the clock run out. Trojans will get a hard-fought win after leading by 17. They cut it to within 7 and win by 10. It's Barren County 63, Monroe County 53, as the Trojans scored 21 points in that final quarter, but Monroe County scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. Almost as many points in the fourth quarter as it did in the first 3 quarters. But the Trojans get the win. They go to 2-1 on the season and 1-0 in district play, while Monroe County drops to 1-4 on the season and 0-2 in district play. We'll come back with the CPC Commodities postgame report after this break. You're following Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.